You got to love it. I'm ready, crap. I know you're going to fool me. Oh, damn it. God damn it. Anyways, welcome everybody to the Crossfire podcast. I'm sitting there and I'm watching my watch while he's doing it. I'm like, 3, 2, another one's coming. No, great night, man, everybody. Everybody's in good spirits. I want to thank the cast for making us tonight because we have a large list of things to discuss. And today's a big deal. It's Black Friday. People have been shopping. Some people from 4 a.m., some people from 9 a.m. at their coffee counter on their phone. But nonetheless, a lot of buying power today. Just so everybody knows, a little estimation coming in from the news stores. This is official AP, Associated Press. Over $1 billion was purchased yesterday on Thanksgiving, and today an estimated $3.09 billion with a B billion dollars will be spent on Black Friday today on various subjects. Listen,
I want my cut.
Well, listen, I got news for you. A big part of that $3 billion is the gaming industry because we're talking about TVs, 4K, and gaming consoles are huge this holiday season.
Hey, there's some crazy deals on 4K TVs right now, man. I think Best Buy had a 50-inch for $200.
I think you're 100% right. I think I've seen a bunch of these. I saw a 65-inch. I don't know what the brand name was on it, but it was like $350. There's a couple paired with an Xbox One S as well. But listen, before we get into all that, let me start with the panel. And one thing we don't have a lot of times on Crossfire, and that's shame on me. This is a me problem, but we're going to correct that. We'll always start with ladies first. Lady She-Wolf, how are you tonight? And thanks for joining us on Crossfire.
Hey, I'm pretty good. It's awesome to be on here. I'm always asked, why ain't I? And, well, here I am, guys. I'm on Crossfire.
Yes, and that's my fault, not hers.
First time on the show.
Is it really? I thought She-Wolf pulled a quick pop in for me before.
Well,
I've been on Crossfire before.
Yes.
I don't ever remember her being on Crossfire.
I was on once before with GKB when we were doing like that whole world tour thing where it was like when we kind of first just got into the community.
Those are exhausting, those world tours. Crap, remember we did those for a couple times. South End, you even tried it a week.
Yeah, I did it a couple times myself. Jesus. It was like I did like 5 in 1 week.
I know why Xbot likes them. You guys don't understand. Just before Xbot goes to sleep, he brushes his teeth and rinses his mouth with espresso. He drinks coffee all day.
Oh, hell yeah.
I can take credit
sits
though.
In the mirror talking about what's going on.
Oh no!
I can officially say though, I think I am the only female that's ever been on Crossfire. So
it's a very sexist show. Don't worry.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Thanks, Crap.
Not the hardware.
The ratings just fell 13%.
Oh, there goes our 1.5%.
People are good. Now the complaints to YouTube are coming in.
Yeah, we lost one, but we picked up Luca on the second floor. So nonetheless, we're good. No, listen, that's great. Thank you, She-Wolf, so much. I do want to bring up my buddy from the West Coast down under southbound. What's up, buddy? I'm so glad you're here, bro.
What's up, you? What's going on, fellas? And lady. How's everybody doing out there tonight, man? You know what? Hey, yesterday was a beautiful day with the family.
Yes, it was.
Thanksgiving. I hope everybody out there, wherever you know, even if it wasn't Thanksgiving for you, I hope you guys were blessed and, with the family.
Yes.
Just love to everyone. Shout out to everybody out there.
Yesterday was fantastic, South. I'm glad you brought that up. I mean, I jumped right into Black Friday. What is it? What's wrong with Mooch always going into actual profits and valleys on this? But
you know what?
You're right.
Like I said, it was holiday. It was family day. So, you know what I mean? I just want to wish everybody out there a beautiful holiday weekend. You know what I mean? Hug your loved ones tight. Make sure, tell everybody you love them, you appreciate them, whether it's a friend or family, whatever it is. Show them love, man. You never know.
This isn't it's not exactly like gaming talk, but with it being Thanksgiving and stuff, kind of sucks. The mother that a lot of people knew from
Brady Bunch.
Yes, the Brady Bunch. Yeah. She passed away, so that was kind of sad.
It is sad.
She was America's mom for a long time.
I agree. It's funny that kind of all ties into what Southie was saying. She-Wolf, I agree with you. Like, we all talk about this, and listen, there's so many different walks of life we've gotten to meet on YouTube, right? There's just so many people I've met from coast to coast or be from down under in Australia. There's so many great folks, and the thing is you get to meet all different age types, and in doing that, you do find out that life is kind of precious, and you got to understand that life is short. So enjoy days that are coming up. We have the holidays. If you haven't picked up the phone to call a fucking loved one you haven't talked to in a while, now's the time, man. You know, I was talking to Southie. We always talk about this kind of shit on the side, man. We took family first, gaming second. And to be honest with you, I'm glad you guys kind of brought that up. Yesterday was a big day. We're going into a huge holiday here where hopefully you get to spend a lot of time with your loved ones. So yesterday was special, Sal. Thank you for bringing that up and making us remember that. That's a true fact.
Well, like I said, I just wanted to wish everybody out there a wonderful holiday. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like
sir.
I said, you know, the Xbox community, you know, even though sometimes there's some assholes that rear their head, a lot of us legit care about each other, and they've got each other's back. So, you know what I mean? It's just a beautiful thing. So
no, I agree, bro. And I'll tell you, after tonight, though, I'm glad we got the loving stuff out of the way because tonight's going to get a little brutal when I get going. Let me continue down the road here. I want to say what's up to Xbot448, who is the most impersonated voice on Community Game Night in history. What's up, buddy? How you doing tonight?
What's going on, people?
There it is.
I'm actually doing. I'm doing really well. I'm really excited about a new subscriber to my channel. This one subscriber in particular. I'm not sure if you guys know him. It goes by Crap Gamer.
Nice. He just got in?
Well, no. What happened was I thought I was already subbed to him, right? So I go and check out his video, and I look up, and I wasn't subscribed. So I was like, I'll go ahead and subscribe. Like I thought I already was.
Yo, Mooch, I made it, man.
Right? What an asshole.
That's great.
Hey, Mister, look, rate, subscribe, give it a thumbing, and you know you fucking. Wow.
Oh, that's great.
He makes sure to to repeat himself like 30 fucking times in 10 minutes. For a fucking friend.
So great.
I live up to the reputation. What an asshole.
Well, listen, Crap, before you say any more, let me give you an intro. The one, the only, my buddy, infamous Crap Gamer. What's up, buddy?
Double fingers right now. Hey, yo.
Outstanding, buddy. Yes, the man who's Xbot. You've known Xbot for how long? So great. Xbot is. And let me tell you guys something about Xbot that you guys don't realize. He's not just making videos. This man knows his analytics. If you ask him how his show did last week, he'll get down to the viewer. The viewer. He'll be like, this one guy got up and took a bathroom break, and he'll yell at him. This is a good part. He's back on the couch.
Mooch, 4.5% on the female side of it, by the way.
Whoa!
I want to let you know that, man.
Wait a minute. That's not fair. Me and Crap are barely pulling 2.4. And that was, come on, I was told I got like the next like Matt Lauer voice. What the hell's going on? What's happening?
It's that 12-year-old voice, I guess.
Apparently, he's attracting a whole new genre.
He's like, they haven't even dropped yet.
Oh, there it is. She Wolf's like, what did I get myself into?
Yeah,
okay, listen, let's get into
that. She Wolf already knows about me. This is
well, that's right. She Wolf hangs out with Brutal. This is nothing.
Okay, hold on. I play in Community Game Night with all of you guys, first off.
Oh, that's right. It gets nasty.
And, yeah, I know Brutal. So...
Brutal's great.
Let's just say that. No, I was too busy in the chat. Maddie was talking about my my apple pie that I made for Thanksgiving. So
very nice. Matty Beast he's just on top of everything. He's everything from like super gamer to like Mrs. Poole. He knows what's going on with everybody's life. I love Matty. I was just
about to tell him, just wait till Christmas. I make a mean Bailey's cheesecake. So
see, I want a slice of the cheesecake, but I actually want a glass of whatever GKB 75 alcohol concoction is. Whatever the hell that thing is.
That is so good, and we still have some. And he'll make it again for Christmas. So
you better bring some.
I thought you were halfway fucking finished with it that night.
We did finish half of it. It's a big freaking thing. Like
it was it was one of those old things that like usually people put eggnog in.
Actually, it's a thing that holds a cake. We just flip it around and use it for a punch bowl instead.
She's like, people used to take a bath in it back in the old days, but now we big punch.
Right, man, that makes sense.
That's fantastic.
No doubt.
That is fantastic.
Yo,
well, listen, what's up, Xbox?
We didn't say anything about Jay yet. I see people in the chat talking about our boy, the graphic god.
Jay Dubs, you know why? Because we're hating on him right now. Fuck
yeah,
Jelly.
Yeah, exactly.
Times that we've been like shot down from Larry Herb, and he like, I swear, I think like we all go in that like nonstop, right? Like every Friday, we're all in that like Free Code Friday and all this stuff.
Not expecting to win.
And I actually always thought that it was just like not really random and just like rigged or whatever. And then all of a sudden, I saw him win. I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, well, I knew it. Well, I didn't know if everyone kind of gave Rand a little shit. Rand won a couple months ago, and now J-Dubs wins.
Because he won Larry's and he won.
And he won the fucking the 4 guys with quarter $100.
Yeah.
Like
That's
he
what it
needs
was.
anything,
He hit
Mr.
it two
Mr.
days in a
Yeah, I
row.
know,
We're
right?
like, you fucking bastard.
I have gamer score envy whenever he's around.
Well, listen, I got a question for everybody. But wait, let me just send this out since we are talking about J-Dubs. J-Dubs, if you're listening or you catch this on rerun later, I want one of those free games. Hashtag mooching. Yes, I can do it live too. Anyways, I'll take the Elder Scrolls. Screw Skyrim. I was saying Skyrim looks really enticing, especially the remaster. But I got to say, who the hell's got 250 hours available?
Dude, the Elder Scrolls is an online MMO.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
That you'll take forever. You haven't even finished up The Witcher 3 yet.
The Witcher 3 is already in my will, crap. All right, I'm donating it to my son gets it first. I'm never ending that thing.
I do have to say, in my opinion,
he said it's in my will. Like, carry on the legacy, son. Finish this game in my name.
Crap or South. One of you guys got to be at the eulogy to say something for me and be like, he really, really wanted you to have this kid. Just
you know what? He said this fucking thing gave him a heart attack. So if you really want to know why your dad is gone, this fucking game right here.
Listen, that was one of the first games I bought digitally, and I said to myself, maybe I fucked up. Maybe I should have bought this thing physical. I shouldn't have bought this digital. It's too long. I was spot on. I'm glad I bought it digital. That game's gonna follow me for another 4 consoles. I hope Phil keeps his word and keeps everybody not left behind. That game is never leaving me. Listen, I want to
say though, I actually turn around and I didn't even bother beating the base game. I actually just went straight to Blood and Wine and just started playing that one.
Is that worth it, She-Wolf?
I heard
oh
it
my
is.
god, I
it
love that DLC. The vampires and the storyline that they have in it is actually amazing. It's well worth it. And you don't have to play the base game because they do actually give you a base level character so that you don't actually have to beat the base game to be at that level. So
okay.
Well, vampires have a cult following, so if you could play that as a standalone, a lot of people will play that because the whole kind of following when it comes to vampires, kind of same thing with werewolves. There's groups of people that just absolutely love werewolves.
Well, now there's zombies. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, I'm glad we're talking about this because you know what, She-Wolf kind of sparks me. I got a chance to hop on and play a little game today before I had tasks to do. I had today off, luckily, but I still had some stuff to do. But hear me out. Are you guys like me, where I'm not an achievement hunter, I'm not an achievement nut, but at the same time, when I'm going through a game, I feel like I need to do all the side quests. So sometimes I get drowned out in the game.
That's what I'm the total opposite. I want to do just the main campaign storyline. That's what.
Do you go GTA, back though, Southie? Do you go back and attack them later or no?
I'll do a quarter. I'm not a completionist when it comes to side missions.
South, let me ask you a question because GTA is a good example. I don't know if Crap said that or not, but GTA is a good example. But let me shrink it down. Let's talk Watch Dogs 2 for a second because I know you're playing it, South. South, are you doing side quests or are you just focusing on the main?
I'm just doing the main.
Is that how you are, Crap?
Yep, I don't mess with side quests unless you absolutely have to, and then it's not a side quest, I guess. So yeah, I'm a main quest kind of thing.
But The Witcher is 90% side quest.
See, I like side quests, man.
I don't. And then the bad thing is a lot of times to build a new character, you have to do the side missions.
They distract you though, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, She-Wolf, with doing side quests, don't you like when you get something extra for your character, like an upgrade or something like that?
I like that, but it's also I find when you're doing your main when you're doing the main quests and stuff like that just to beat the story, when you're going through, you end up just actually seeing people who have the little arrows on their heads and stuff to give you those side quests or the boards wherever, and you see them and it just kind of irks your attention just to see, what is this? Where is it going to take me? Is this part of something else? I'm one of those really curious minds that when I see something, I have to go and do it to see what else is going to give me or what else is going to bring me to, even if it's off to the side and everything else like that. I've always been stuck in side quests. So.
Well, hear me out. I have this little sappy story here that I think everyone can kind of, maybe some people will relate to. So maybe it's the vino when I'm playing or whatever, drink of preference of yours that you like. But there's times, and this happened in The Witcher, and it's happened on multiple other games, where I didn't actually know the game was taking me into a side quest, and I took it, and the side quest went off on a tangent. I mean, it went off on a tangent. The side quest broke into 3 mini quests, and it just broke the story wide open, and it was amazing. And I was like, holy shit. I went back to my main menu, and I'm like, I turned to my wife, and I was like, that was a side quest. And she's like, you've been playing that for like an hour and a half. I'm like, wasn't that crazy? She's like, that's a part of the story. If you didn't have to do that? I'm like, no, we didn't have to do any of that. But it was amazing. And like, I just think that sometimes side quests are what Crap and South are saying. They're like annoying. They're kind of like almost like a hurdle for no good reason. Then 10% or 15% of the time, it's what Xbot said, and you actually gain a weapon or a skill or something from it. But sometimes, and I don't know if I'm putting She-Wolf in this category, but the way I felt, the reason I do them is I feel like sometimes there's some of the side quests that I remember after I complete a game more than I remember just completing the main missions. And I don't want to miss out on that experience.
Well, sometimes they get redundant. You know what I mean? Like
they do.
Like collectibles. Like
yes.
if you got 3 different collectibles we're supposed to be getting, it's like, come on, man. You know what I mean? That's a little bit overkill.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. The collectibles can kind of get out of hand. I mean, that
was my only downfall against Sunset Overdrive. It was like there was the fucking shoes, the
toilet paper.
Oh, come on, that's
the little balloons.
Yeah, the balloons. You know what I mean?
Upgrades, man. The A-bomb kind of effect when you shoot off a weapon, when you have that like add-on to it and stuff like that. It did some really cool things for you in the game, though. But yo, Mooch, if you don't mind, I just want to shout out Jamie Moran when we're talking about like side missions and stuff. He did a review for Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, and he hit something the nail right on the head with this. When it comes to Deus Ex, the side missions are so like in depth in their stories and stuff like that. Like you go off on a side mission and you start caring about that mission, you go back to the regular mission, you forget what the hell you're doing because the side missions are so good in that game. Like the story is so layered, it's so complex and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even down to the side missions are that way. So, big shout out to Jamie because he hit the nail right on the head with that in his review.
Now, Jamie, shout out to Jamie again. Jamie just did a great GIF on, did you guys see this? Chances of winning Major's Free Code Friday, and it's Schwarzenegger like trying to grab one fucking ball that's out of a million. It's hysterical. So anyways, let me get to one of the subjects. Let's talk a little bit about Black Friday, guys. Not just about like what's going on as far as the sales numbers. That's one thing. I want to talk about you guys because you guys kind of represent like a little bit more of the serious end of gaming. Crap, I'm going to start with you just because I saw you tweeting out and we had a couple of private DMs. What's going on with you? I saw you made some purchases in the past 24 hours. What did you see? Did you see anything out in public, or was everything with you bought online?
No, I actually go out on Black Friday because it's an interesting experience.
Okay.
So and so like I don't live in the biggest town, but I saw a lot of people buying 4K TVs, like everybody, and everybody's talking HDR. So
the news is saying that's the number one consumer purchased item is TVs.
Yes.
Yeah, Target sold like 32 of them. Like, what was it? Every 3 minutes or something. There's like this big thing on the news about it. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, TV is just exploding right now.
And what was really interesting, as far as I could tell, like at Walmart, no 4K Blu-rays left. Like, gone. They rummaged through every single one of them. Like those are the big stocking stuff.
Well, yeah. Well, like I think Target had Deadpool for like $7 or something like that.
And, well, all of them at Walmart were gone. And I didn't, and no Xbox Ones there either. Like gone. I'm like, wow. It's crazy. People are buying this thing as a 4K Blu-ray player, which gives it a huge advantage. Like they totally pulled a Sony on Sony. And Sony doesn't even realize it. You know what I mean? Like they're thinking a little bit too far ahead as far as the medium for entertainment is concerned, but not realizing that 80% of people that can't run stream 4K native content. You know what I mean? They don't have the internet for it. So the Blu-rays, the 4K Blu-rays, which are selling quicker than the original Blu-rays when they came out by like 3 or 4 times the amount. So like absolutely insane. The PS4 is everywhere, like fucking That's the word of the day, pallets, people. Just pallets.
Yeah, I noticed that. Crap, what's the deal with the pallets? Tell me about the pallets,
empty pallets where Xbox One S's are. Because look, Xbox One, they've had multiple bundles. I mean, I saw like the kids were gravitating towards the Minecraft bundles. You know, when you like, you could just tell, you know, you saw like the kids would have them in the cart or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like when I went there, like at Walmart, there was none. Then when you went to like Target later, there was some. I guess they brought out some more. But you saw like the kids with like the Minecraft bundles. The older people, they're buying this stuff with Battlefield 1 or Gears 4. You know what I mean? Like they're buying the new hotness. And then when you look at the PlayStation 4 bundles, yeah, when you see the PlayStation 4 bundles, it was like Uncharted 4. You know what I mean? Like, okay, great.
Last of Us remastered of the remaster.
Exactly, like a game from 2013. Like those aren't the new hotness anymore. Like last year, you could understand it. You know, Star Wars. We get our first new Star Wars episode in 10 years. It's episode 7. People are excited, and there's Battlefront and fucking Black Ops 3, which is a much bigger name than Infinite Warfare. You know what I mean? So people were really gravitating towards PlayStation. I didn't think it would do as well as it did, but it did. But now this year, completely different. People are kind of avoiding Infinite Warfare. It's like Battlefield selling very well. 4K Blu-rays are selling well. And like you just see, I can just tell because I've been getting a lot of tweets today where people are pissed off. And I know I'm not the only one. Like these fanboys are just like angry right now. They know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Today's the 25th.
Shift in power.
Yes, they've got probably 2 weeks left before the new MPD when they've totally realized the ship is sunk. Yeah. At that particular point in time, you would have released a PS4 Slim that didn't beat the Xbox One S, PlayStation VR that didn't beat the Xbox One S, PS4 Pro isn't going to beat the Xbox One S. You know, the holidays, you're giving away shit. It's not, and why? Because it's less value at $249 for a PS4 Slim with one game versus, and what the deal was at Walmart was $249 for a Battlefield 1 with an extra game and a 4K Blu-ray, right? I mean, for the same price, give me a break. You know, you'd have to be an idiot to buy a PS4 Slim.
You know, the thing is, though, a lot of us have to understand that a little bit of Microsoft's like success lays in the hands of like the minimum wage blue shirts at Best Buy. Because here's my thing: you have to understand, people are walking up and they see the words PS4 Pro or PS4 Slim, and they think that everything's going to be able to play 4K, you know, ultra high definition movies, and that's not the case. I'm hoping that the due diligence is going on throughout all gaming, you know, stores, brick and mortars, whether it be GameStop or it be Best Buy or any of these places, and letting people know that they can only buy like 4K movies. We at Thanksgiving dinner. My brother is always usually on the edge of like all the high tech stuff. He's had an ultra high definition television for a while. He bought the Xbox One S Day One. He has a plethora of 4K movies. I have like 2. He has a plethora. He goes, well, I've watched them all a million times. He's like, have at it. I left with not only turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, I left with like an entire fucking Blockbuster fucking corner of a store. So like I have all these 4K movies. You understand, 4K movies are happening, and they're happening physically, people, because we're not ready for digital 4K streaming. We're just not there yet. And Microsoft was genius to do this. They've been putting it in their commercials. They've been doing, and I got to give crap credit. They're doing commercials all the time now.
Yep. Yeah,
it's on the box.
I see a lot of commercials.
They're doing a hell of a job, guys. We can't really take that away from them. Now, She-Wolf, what have you been doing as far as like Black Friday sales? Did you buy a lot of stuff from home? Did you and GKB, do you guys kind of make this a thing where you go out?
Well, before I jump into that, the commercial thing that you're talking about, have any of you guys actually seen that commercial where they literally only show the white console of the S, and then they literally just go slow up to it, and then it's just the word, like exactly what it does. And then you have PlayStation that has like all their future games, like God of War and Spider-Man and all that, saying that greatness awaits. And I had my son.
We've been waiting for greatness for like fucking 10 years now.
You know what's funny though? My 5-year-old son, he turns around to me and he saw both commercials and stuff because they actually played them almost back to back. When the Sony one came on, he was like, "Is that a movie?" I'm like, "No." And then he saw the console. He's like, "My new console." I'm like, "No."
No. Well, that's a great point you make, Shuoff, because Sony they're really good. Like I use words like dirty, rotten, scum, things like that. But actually, but like realistically, like what Sony is a manipulator, and your son, and that's not fair because my son would have done the same thing. My point being is Sony knows how to put the worm on the hook. They know how to rope in the average consumer and definitely the child, right? Because the child sees Spider-Man and you see like Kratos doesn't look mean anymore. Now he looks like a cartoon character, and they make all this stuff look so pleasant and people are like, I need that. That's what I need. But the point of the matter is anybody who's in the know, they put it in fine print in the bottom, not coming out forever. You may never
in development.
It's just that's what I kind of thought was funny is the fact that you see these commercials and they're not saying anything about any form of the console. It's literally just games that aren't coming out until possibly the end of 2017 or 2018 or who knows exactly when. And
really is, man.
My kids turn around and tell me, "Oh, is that a movie?" It's like, no. And it's
like, no, son, you'll have your license before that game comes out.
But yeah, he saw the blue S, and of course he went crazy. But he's got the Forza console, so we're like, no upgrade for you right now. So, but
yeah, the Forza console, that's
gorgeous,
and it's still new. It's only a year old.
My son's in my son's in ear what is it, shout distance, so I can't say it too loud, but I will say this much. We will be having a third Xbox One in the house after this Christmas.
Nice.
Yeah. We hooked them up. We got them. Well, here's the thing. Let's be honest, guys. Everyone might go, must be good to be you. No, it's not that. If you actually just price things out.
At the house.
Well, listen, exactly, and here's my point. If you get your kid an extra controller, right? You get him an Xbox Live membership for the year. You get him the game he wants. Right there along, that's 60, 60, and 60 for retail purposes. Okay, You're somewhere around the 180 mark. For $249, you get exactly that in a bundle. Go buy the Xbox One S and enjoy yourself. And this way, everyone's got a spare TV around the house. You make their own gaming station, and they feel like they're just like adults. It gives them a little bit of that adulthood. It's kind of
nowadays with trade-ins and stuff, you can always find something to trade in towards it. Like we may have 4 Xboxes, but we didn't pay full out for any of them. We either had to put down payments nonstop throughout the last few months, or we had to trade in other things to put towards these consoles so that we were able to get them. So it's not like any of us are made of money. We do manage how
that's the beautiful thing about when they announce a new console, like when Scorpio comes out. As soon as they announce that it's available for pre-order, I'll go drop down that 100, to get my pre-order in, and then drop 20, 30, 40, whatever, until I pay it out before it comes out.
Well, that's it. And I gave my breakdown many, many months ago, but the original Xbox One day one that I had, they were giving 150. I bought the 1 terabyte Madden edition, so I got that upstairs. Then I had a 1 terabyte old fat downstairs. A buddy of mine who hadn't had an Xbox One yet, he's like, "Listen, dude, I could give a shit about 4K and stuff like that." He's like, "I just want an Xbox One." I sold him my Xbox One 1 terabyte that I had, the fat edition. I gave him a controller, and I even threw him an old game, something I already had bought. I think it was maybe something we got digitally that I already had physically. I threw him a game too. Gave him $200 for that. That paid for half of my Gears console. And now this one here is on sale. They're practically giving it away on fucking Black Friday. It's crazy.
Mooch, when you're talking about the kids with the Xbox One and stuff like that, this is where I have to give major kudos to Xbox, to Aaron Greenberg, advertising and stuff like that. Because with that Minecraft bundle and making all the internals, all the cardboard internals, match layer for layer, the ground of Minecraft. If I bought that for the 9-year-old twins that we have at the house, they would flip out. They would be happy with the cardboard as much as the box. That's how good they are doing now with how they are packaging the Xbox One, how they are advertising it and stuff like that. So it's just nothing but props to them for that, man.
No, absolutely.
Nah, you know what? The marketing right now is on point, and I told Greeny that. I was like, dude, you guys got it on point right now. Yeah, you guys are on hit. Like you guys hit your stride, and you just running with it. So I mean, tip of the cap to these guys for the hard work they're putting in. Like it's good to see them feel good about what they're doing. Because you could just feel the change in the air. You know what I mean? The vibe.
Speaking before Xbox, before you go into the change in the air, I felt in this room is that our buddy Clowns has joined us. I want to say welcome to Clowns. I don't know if his mic's unmuted or not.
I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, Clowns. I didn't want to interrupt that great segment, but I did want everyone to know that you did join us, and welcome to the show, brother. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, no problem, man. I had a free crap gamer from some issues down in Orlando with those ponies. I heard they were beating them up. I had to come in and save them. I was a little late today.
Clown said he was fighting people off and defending you in GameStop.
I do like going to GameStop and causing trouble. What can I say?
Listen.
Nobody attacks my new subscriber, all right? I will go down there.
You're like part of like Xbox like Gestapo once you join his membership. I love it. Well, let me say this, Xbox. I interrupted you. What were you going to say?
Well, let's just talking about the advertising. I mean, how genius was it? Like when we first heard about marketing rights to Battlefield 1, people were like, that's okay. And stuff like that. Now look at it with limited edition consoles, the different colors. You have the gray and the green. You have a game that is selling like crazy as well. It was a genius move right there. I mean, they are, like I said, advertising is on point. They are making the right decisions right now.
Here's the thing. Now, a lot of people are saying that the PS4 Slim is doing well on Amazon, but
here's the thing with that, and like what I pointed out earlier, there's the PS4 Slim that is doing well, and then there's 4 or 5 bundles on Xbox One in the top 100. So,
right.
I mean, I guess it just all depends on which one would you rather be. Would you rather have one doing well, or 4 or 5 doing well? So.
I think that's you're actually using your brain there, crap, which a lot of people don't use on Twitter. You're actually right. No, he's right. I mean, let's be honest. You're talking to top, even if top 50, you've got 5 of your products in the top 50 and they only have 1. I mean, here's the thing. Money speaks volumes, okay? Price speaks volumes on Black Friday. So you're going to see the Xbox or the PS4 Slim do well. It's a good price point, and they are throwing in Uncharted. But Crap said it earlier. Isn't throwing in Uncharted a bit of a joke at this point? It's such an old game. I don't know. I mean, that's just the way I look at it. All these other bundles have newer games associated with them, a newer design for the Xbox. It does play 4K movies.
Mooch, that Horde mode is like the newest thing they got going on. So.
Well, how?
A lot of people are addicted to it.
No, he's talking about the Horde. The
Uncharted quote unquote.
Uncharted. Oh, I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about
the original mode that they didn't rip off of nobody ever. Coalition. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my goodness. I understand developers kind of like mimic, other developers at certain points in time, but when you look at this like side by side, it is a disgrace, absolute disgrace that they did that.
Where's the media on something like that? Isn't that like some sort of a
Where's the crickets? Crickets.
Yeah, right. Where's the crickets? Trapping on crickets. To be honest, where's the media on all of this? Like that's insane. Like there should be that fabricator that's in gears.
Come on, really? You're gonna ask? Hey, right? It ain't changing, bro. Come on.
No, you're right.
Wait, better than that. Wait, they also have it with NASCAR.
What?
What do you mean?
PlayStation 4 Slim is also being sold with NASCAR. Like
is it really?
Yeah. You can get Uncharted 4 bundle with NASCAR.
Didn't even know that was a game.
Florida. That's how you sell it.
I didn't know they made a NASCAR anymore.
I didn't either.
Yeah, apparently.
So how are they trying to spread their demographic there? Because do you see a lot of people who play Uncharted also play NASCAR? Because you got to think in the ways of advertising here. Are they trying to broaden the demographic there, or do they really think like these games should be paired together?
I'm laughing at something, Xbot, and I don't know if you guys are all laughing with me. That whole tweet that came out from Neil Druckmann when he was like, "Thanks for the game, Rod," and it shows him holding up the white Xbox One controller while he's playing Gears. What it didn't show on his lap was a fucking notes to self.
Oh, yeah.
Copy horde mode. So we didn't.
Dude, he was writing the code. He had a laptop on his lap at that point in time. He was already writing the code in. He's like, all right, we got to do that there. That's when the words come up. All right.
Listen, I don't know how much I don't know how many airwaves all of our podcasts get out to, but I hope enough people are enough to recognize that Microsoft has been the ingenuitive factor this actual entire generation. Mm-hmm. They've got the most flack, but snap mode, HDMI in, 4K Blu-ray player, and every single time they have even any kind of enhancement in console, they have a better controller, the Elite controller, the Bluetooth controller.
Well, dude, you're talking this generation, but it's even
it's average. You're right. The 360 was crazy.
Here's a bundle for you. You can get an Xbox One S 1 terabyte with your choice of bonus games. It's Gears of War 4 with FIFA or Battlefield 1, and then you can choose
a controller,
6 different options of movies, and an extra controller.
Do me a favor.
Wow.
She won't send that to me now. I'm buying it right now. I'm not kidding.
All right, now Mooch.
I'm not kidding. Send me that link.
There, though?
For how much?
Do you hear the
325?
Got Gears for FIFA, which is football, international football, world's most popular sport, and then to kind of match people who would play Gears, it's also Battlefield as well.
Yeah.
And wait. Going back to that deal, where's that at?
Walmart.
Walmart. Oh, okay.
Can you send that to me in the DM?
Yeah, I am. I'm looking for your name.
Anybody who's not buying what She-Wolf is putting out right now, you should tweet that out to everybody. That is a killer deal.
I'll retweet it if you tweet
it. It's 1 terabyte to top it off. It's 1 terabyte with your and it's Gears of War. So the console.
Is it the white one?
Yeah, it's the white one with the Gears of War game. Then you also have 3 different options of a game to choose. Let's see if I can see the actual games.
Is Minecraft a game?
I'll let you know. Hold on. Oh, whoa. For an extra 100, you can get the 2 terabyte Red Gears console, too, by the way.
Oh!
So you get the selection of either the white one with Gears of War or the red one for an extra $100. So that's
what, $430?
Yeah, if you're going that one.
Wow.
And then the selective games.
Can you choose the blue controller? That's what that.
I hope Snaps isn't listening right now.
Xbot is like, I'm currently $400 less as we speak.
She says she's working, but if she heard that live right now, she'd be like, all right, guys, I'm out of here.
Well, I mean, we got a great deal this morning, but that thing She-Wolf's talking about, that's sick.
Yeah.
You can choose a Power A black, a Power A white, a Power A green, a special edition convert force, or an elite controller.
But they all add money to the price.
There is a little, it does add, some of them add a little extra depending on which option you choose, but those are the 5 options.
Fantastic.
It's like a create your own bundle.
Now, is it in-store only, or can you do it online?
No, it's online. It's all online.
Some of those deals, it's in-store only. So, man,
this one seems to be I can click on everything and then add to cart. So I would assume
there's some ridiculous deals out there.
Best Buy had a pre Black Friday sale last week in store, and I picked up the Madden 1 terabyte for $249 over there last week. So yeah,
all I gotta say is for everybody who are new to the Xbox One, who are taking advantage of the deals, remember to buy Halo 5, and I will see you on multiplayer. I'm just saying.
Listen, so She-Wolf, I'm going through this, and it says that when I go to pick game, it only allows me to pick the FIFA game.
Why do I have more options than you do?
I only have FIFA.
That's weird. I have FIFA, I have Call of Duty, I have Battlefield 1, and I have, what is this other one? I have one more. Oh, and Madden. So I have 4 games that I can choose from.
Well, maybe I'll have to send you money and you can buy.
Larry Herb talked to Walmart and said, "Yo, if this guy Mooch tries to buy this,
right,
limit it, okay?"
Exactly. Yeah. That's wild, man. I'll tell you, this is such a good time right now to be a gamer and to pick shit up. So many people are tweeting me out. Shout out to Sub-Zero. He's like, it's a great Friday, about to play Recore, and I'm enjoying Crossfire. This is what I'm saying. Like, get back to like the ingenuitive side of Microsoft. And now there's rumors, and I won't dilute into them because I don't know. And I purposely sometimes don't read about spoilers because I like to get excited a little bit. I'm still a little kid at heart. But there's rumors that a new UI and a whole new interface is coming. And I don't know if that's a Scorpio thing or if that's something we're going to get more on in the next couple of months. But I'm pretty excited about what I'm hearing about.
It'll probably be the spring update.
I mean, that would be great, Southie.
I don't think it would be just Scorpio because remember they're saying Xbox devices, so I think the UI will be universal throughout.
True,
right?
Well, people are already testing it. It's obviously on Xbox One.
That's true. Right? That's true. So I mean, it would be across all platforms.
They're testing it right now, so it's obviously for Xbox One.
Though I have to say, I know we're talking about Xbox right now, but Nintendo kind of screwed people over this Black Friday.
Well, you're talking about the little mini Nintendo?
What'd they do?
They released a new Nintendo DS, and it was not literally like almost every store had it. It was $99, and it was like this custom made Mario one, and sorry, Mario. But it was all custom designed and everything, and I believe you got a game with it, and it was $99. They did not sell any of them online at all, and they only released 5 of them to the stores that they released them to. And I was like, that is retarded. My mother-in-law wanted to get one for my son for Christmas, and of course we couldn't because we weren't able to get into the store with how packed it was, and they didn't do it online. So
yeah, I don't understand all that.
Walmart.com had them, and according to Cheap Ass Gamer, they got them back in. And Amazon's been getting them back in.
When? Because I literally, yesterday from when the ads released all the way until midnight, I refreshed every 5 minutes, and they never went in stock.
About 4 hours ago, Walmart had it back in.
So wait, what's the big deal with the new 3DS, though? What am I missing? I just bought my son a 3DS XL, the Zelda edition, like a couple months ago, back in February. What's the deal with this one?
The white one's back out of stock now. But yeah, if you follow Cheap Ass Gamer, Cheapy D, he'll let you know as soon as it goes back up.
Here's my problem with Cheap Ass Gamer.
Weird part though, I'm supposed to get emails when they go back in stock, so maybe
Cheap Ass Gamer is great when you click the link he tweets out, but God forbid you actually go to his whole site. Like, everything's on there. It's like, did you need sneaker laces? I'm like, no, I don't need sneaker laces.
Follow Fat Kid.
You need an HDMI cable. I'm like, I don't need an HDMI.
You could follow Fat Kid deals, too. They do.
Fat Kid's good.
Fat Kid deals. That's great.
No, they do. It's funny because, like, after teams lose and shit in football, they'll be like, here's a deal. Here's a garbage can. Saints fans now, you won't feel so bad. You know what I mean?
I thought that's where K-Mega's joke came from. Like, when the Giants beat the Patriots, and they were like, send those shirts to Hades. I was like, wait a minute.
They have it. It's funny, but not only that, but here's the thing. These are the new 3DSs. They're not the XLs. Some people don't like the XLs because the screens are bigger, but the resolution takes a hit because everything gets bigger. So these are the better, the good screens and everything. And so, yeah, $99. That's as cheap as they've ever been.
Yeah, it is.
But they did the same thing that they did with the NES, and they only released like 5 of them per store. And
Nintendo doesn't want money. It's clear. They just don't want.
Because everywhere.
You know what? Maybe they just didn't have enough units made.
Oh, okay. Hey, Mooch, I'm going to fucking... okay, Cheap Ass Gamer just tweeted this out a few hours ago. Xbox One S, 500 gig console, 4K movie, $20 Walmart gift card, $249.
What?
Yeah, dude. Hold on. I'll tag your ass in this real quick.
Please, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I got good connections there. So anytime something goes back up, I'm aware.
I'm telling you, that's the deal. That's the deal that they were running today, and they were out locally. It's like you get a fucking 4K Blu-ray, you get the Battlefield 1 and a $20 fucking Walmart gift card. Shit, re-gift half that shit. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Hashtag re-gift.
You're reading my mind. Yeah. I like anything I can get that I can get the gift that somebody wants, and then the other 3 things that come with it are for me.
Yeah,
mooching. Hashtag mooching.
I fucking bought. I jumped up, man. It's like I buy shit that I don't even need. I know I don't need. Like I bought that fucking.
Which con? You said you already got your son's console.
I did, but listen, you can always return it.
Holy crap!
Right.
I'm sending you this. Look at this.
What do you got?
It is Xbox One S 500 gig with your choice. It's the same kind of thing where you get like, but this is the Battlefield 1 console or the Minecraft console or there's another one. Hold on, there's 3 of them. Oh, or the black Battlefield 1. You get to choose one of those, and then you get to choose a game to go with it. Let's see what games. Oh, I'm only getting FIFA and Call of Duty, but let's just go with Call of Duty for a minute. And then you get a movie, 4K movie. So let's go, I don't know, Fantastic Four for a minute here.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yikes.
Something, just give me a minute.
don't pick movies on movie night. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Well, no, I probably would have actually, anyways, but, well, no, there was better movies, but, and then, of course, you can either get an extra good controller, like the new Bluetooth ones for an added $19, or you can just get a standard wired PowerA for no extra charge, and the whole total comes to $286.
Wait a minute. Was this in Guam?
No, it's on Walmart.
Holy shit.
I just sent you the link for it.
That's what I'm telling you. Hey,
right now.
did you see Tim Dog? He keeps retweeting people that are like, I just picked up an Xbox One S.
Dude,
Wow, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he does.
He's like, it's like triggering so many people. All the people that like flip out. It's like so funny. And I'm like, they know.
It is great.
They know what's going on, right? Like,
He's
I don't
saying,
think.
like another one, and here's another one.
Hey, I think the PS4 will end up doing fine this holiday.
He's on a DJ Khaled shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look, I
Another
think the PS4 will end up doing fine this holiday too, but it's gonna get beat.
Oh
handedly
yeah,
by
of
the
course.
Xbox
Everybody
One.
knows that. The
Yeah.
Pro just came out, so you know they're gonna sell a shit.
No, the pros aren't going anywhere. They're fucking all day just there. You know what I mean? Like unbelievable.
I think they're gonna do fine.
Now
with
I wonder
themselves.
if the media is going to get on it about because they still haven't done this yet. How Sony came out with 2 consoles in 1 year, one of them more powerful and the other one a slim version.
Right.
I haven't seen anything on the media saying, "Well, Sony just cut their own throats." Well, Sony just cut the Slim's throat.
No, you can't do that because everybody at IGN is in love with their Pro.
Oh my goodness! Like,
Here's the thing though, like people weren't buying it. Like they don't like they have someone that's going shopping for their kid or whatever. They're not going to spend $400 on that thing when you can get something else for $250. You know what I mean? 150 is a lot of money. You know?
yeah. And dude, I wouldn't even if I was in the market for a PS4, I wouldn't get the Slim. I wouldn't get the Pro. I would get like the launch PS4. Like it does everything the Slim does. Plus, it has the optic cable.
I'll get a PS4 Pro when God of War comes out. So I got a
So
little while to
2019
go.
then, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got news for you.
literally saved my pennies for a while.
Southie, usually I would totally be there with you and I'd say, but the problem is I just don't think you're going to see the graphical jump to inherit that $400 bill. So I'm just going to enjoy my PS4 vanilla, and it is what it is. Like they have to make it for the vanilla too. Like just because you're going to see Kratos's back pimples more than I will, that doesn't mean shit. You know, I mean, it doesn't.
Wow. Mooch, that is the worst picture you ever put in my head.
Absolutely, I tried. Microsoft should hire me as just anti-Sony. There has to be a group that does that subliminally hits. Let's get into subliminally hits, though, guys. Let's tune into a category that a lot of the Mooch maniacs can't wait to get into tonight, and that is. Crap, help me here. Is it SWG, the sack of shit developer that said something? What was it? Who was that?
Yeah, that's Sniper Ghost Warrior.
Yeah, SGW.
Yeah.
Sniper
Ghost,
and even Southie, who is Southie's always peace, love, and harmony. And you know what, Southie, I'm with you. You've even talked me into growing some roses this upcoming spring in my yard just to like get more in tune with love and nature. But
hey, plant them trees, brother.
Nice. That goddamn California living. I love it. I hit the lottery. I'm going to move half-time in California, half-time in Dubai. Listen to me. Here's my thing. I do want to say this much. This guy, now, South, you know what we're talking about, right? Because a lot of this I do want to get your opinion on it, and I don't want to sway you. I want to hear your opinion. A gentleman who works for SGW there who's making this game came out, made a comment that basically said that they're not going to support HDR for the Xbox One S. And on top of that, whenever he referred to the Xbox, he continued to call it the X-Bone.
X-Bone.
And we know that that's not appreciated by Microsoft. Larry Herb has made a comment. Multiple people have made a comment.
Derogatory, man.
It's a derogatory
before
comment.
it even came out, Larry was like, I hate that term,
he really didn't like it.
Yeah. It's fighting words. That's basically what it is.
Where do we, before I go off on my tangent, where do we start and where do we end on how we're supposed to feel as a fan of a product when a developer expects us to give them $60 and they continue to make fun of the people that he's asking money for? Do you see what I'm saying? I made this comment with Titanfall 2, and there was a lot of defense for that.
But
where does it end?
But that was your argument when, about Titanfall. Hey, if you want to act like that, then I'm not going to support you. I'm not going to support what you're making.
Speak with your wallet, man.
No, thank you, South, and I appreciate that. Like I said, here's the thing. I'm not going to get vulgar. I'm not going to get anything of the sort. All I'm saying is that when we're talking about Business 101, something like what he said is just not acceptable. I don't care what world we're talking about. You don't do that. Listen, everyone walks into a liquor store. When you walk into a liquor store, there's Grey Goose, Crown Royal, Captain Morgan. These are top shelf named items, okay? Johnny Walker Black, Johnny Walker Gold, right? Enjoying some of your greatest liquors out there. But then when you get to the register, there's these little plastic shelves or little fish bowls with all kinds of dollar shots. And we've all been to liquor stores. When you're there with your $65 bottle of Grey Goose, there's a guy in front of you that came in with $8, $7, $10, and he's buying a bunch of shots in those little plastic containers. Is that customer any less respectable than you with a $65 bottle of Grey Goose? If you're a good businessman, not at all. So when you have to look at business from the outside looking in, you treat the guy with $1 the same as you treat a guy with $100 bill that goes.
Well, Moochie, let me cut you off just for 1 second. Remember last year when that douchebag from DICE was talking all that shit, and the higher ups at Xbox, got wind of it, and it was a big thing on Twitter. Remember?
Yes.
He deleted everything.
Yeah, he deleted everything. Every tweet.
You know why? Because he was talking about X-Bone, this and that, and how if you didn't like it, fuck you and all that. Hey, you see how quick they got on the horn and they told that dude, hey, we're trying to run a business here. You're making us look bad. You can't, whether you say, oh, this is my personal account or not, you can't represent your company and your employer like that. And he had to take it all down.
That's how it should be.
Even outside of the gaming industry, I know with Snap's, managing a store, managing a business, the higher ups, she thinks about what she puts on Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that, because the higher ups, there are divisions dedicated to looking into social media and stuff. Now it's where we live. It's today's day and age. You know what
social
I'm saying?
media, it has become part of big business. If you don't believe it, this is not going to get political, but the whole political campaign was on Twitter for both sides. Twitter is a huge, huge way to advertise not only your stance in political, your business, coupon. We're talking about Cheap Ass Gamer, right? Getting these deals out there. You don't think Cheap Ass Gamer has something to do with all these other people? Someone's paying somebody all the time. My point being is, if this guy really does want to do that, listen, I got news for you. Okay, so Southbound next week, he hits the lottery. He wins $400 million. He wants to open up a store next to a mega store, and he just wants to put everything in his store for $1. He doesn't care if he loses his money or not. If this developer is that kind of person where he's filthy rich, and he's like, I just love PlayStation. That's how I feel. Fuck Xbox, fuck their fans. Guess what? Who cares? That's not the case. And this is what I'm saying, and I really appreciate South saying what he said. I'm not going to embellish more on his words. I'm only going to speak for myself. But the way I look at it is, I never said to anybody, don't buy Titanfall 2. I just said, wait for the vault. That was my thing back then, okay? With this son of a bitch who comes out and says things like this, don't buy his game if you're an Xbox fan. Because you know what? He doesn't care about your money. He said it. I don't care about your money. First of all, forget the comment. Forget the X-Bone. He's not giving you what you paid for. You have an Xbox One S at home. Why don't you get HDR? Why won't he give you that? Not only that, he won't sit there an extra week and put the effort into it to make it 1080p to match parity with the PS4. So he's not giving you what you paid for. Then on top of that, he insults you. So this is where I'm saying, don't buy his game. That's me telling him. And I think everyone should realize that. Now, I didn't say that about – I will say, Southie gave me – South, big thank you. I've said it a number of times on Twitter. Thank you for Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is a fantastic game. It is. I'm enjoying the campaign. I don't like necessarily what they did with the multiplayer, but I do like the campaign. And I'll tell you this much.
Phenomenal.
The campaign is very riveting and is very. It does grab you in as a first person player. Like a lot of games haven't been like that when you're talking about a shooter that's predominantly known for their multiplayer. So I will give credit where credit's due. This game, I don't think stands a chance in the industry, even if it had the blessing of Phil and Yoshida. And then he comes out and slaps the one side of the.
What game is he coming out with? Who is this guy?
Crap, help me out with this. SGW's what? What is it again?
Sniper
Ghost Warrior?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Now, is it part of the Sniper series with the Sniper
it's not
3?
Sniper Elite, right?
I don't think so. Hold on.
Are they their own entity? Their first game out there?
No, this isn't their first game.
No,
I mean,
the Sniper Ghost Warrior that goes back, but there's also Sniper Elite. So there's two different Sniper.
I have a feeling
series.
it's not going to be Sniper Elite because Sniper Elite did a deal with Microsoft, didn't they?
That's Rebellion Games. This isn't Rebellion Games.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I was going to say one had a deal with them, which I didn't think that they would say something like that. But I mean, listen, let's not just sit here for 45 minutes and only talk about SGW, okay? That's not fair to just pick on them. This is a number of times now. This is about 5 or 6 times that I can remember this generation where people have been people in the business, people asking you for your money. I mean, can you imagine if you're at an ice cream stand and you're too deep and the guy who's helping the woman at the window in front of you is like, well, listen, hon, you can have whatever you want, but I'm not helping that guy with the tie-dyed hat 3 rows behind you. That guy's out of his mind. I'd never wear anything like that to a fucking thing out of my house. Like, you just don't talk like that to a consumer. I don't know what's going on here. I do think that what Southbound said does need to reoccur again with what happened with that DICE dev. I think that somebody from Microsoft needs to call these folks at whatever it is, GSW or whatever the hell they are, SWG. I don't know if they're sisters with voices. I don't know what they are.
SWG.
Right. But they need to call them and say, listen, you guys don't have to give us HDR. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. But you certainly don't have to insult us. So if you don't mind, let's do business. You know
what the problem is, though? Like, as far as I'm concerned, like, we buy, some of us have bought, like myself included, buy these HDR TVs, Xbox One S specifically for the HDR content. I'm like, there would be a good chance for these developers with these games that maybe I wouldn't buy elsewhere, or elsewise, I guess. But the fact that if they would put HDR in it now maybe it's on my radar. You know what I mean? But then the fact that they're like, fuck that, Xbone. You know what I mean? Like, no. I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous that more games aren't running this because, when you play an HDR game like Forza Horizon 3 or Gears 4, you're like, wow. And you want all your games to be like that. So I don't think it's too much to ask just to be treated with some respect, Xbox fans should definitely demand better, in my opinion, not only from developers, but from the media and from the other gamers just in the community, not even maybe Xbox, but, we're not the same ragtag group that we were in 2013.
No.
You know what I mean? So people need to get that shit out of their heads.
Nah, the game's done changed.
Yeah. Oh, it changed. Yeah, we're no longer oppressed.
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, like, why is it that we continue to get this type of behavior, but then when Sony comes out with a PS4 Pro that doesn't even give you a little bit mo?
Oh,
well, thank you.
I
waited a few weeks. Thank you. They don't even give you a little bit more than you in what you paid for. Everybody's just glorious applause in the media. Now, granted, people are speaking with their wallets because as Crap had mentioned, I don't remember if he said it on the air or he said it before we went live. The word of the day is pallets, and nobody's buying PS4 Pro. I'm glad to hear the Slim is doing well. And when I say glad, I mean not glad. But nonetheless,
well, the
the
only place where we have any kind of confirmation that that's doing anything is
Amazon.
And we don't know
how many PlayStation VRs were out there, man.
Wait, what?
PlayStation
I
VR's
don't know
not
what you're talking about. Everyone I know bought a PlayStation Pro.
not.
Hey,
But,
honestly, I only know one person for sure, and that's Worrywart. I don't know anybody else that's bought one.
What did he buy?
A Pro. The Pro.
Well, that's fine. I mean, listen, the Pro was promised to give you a lot more, and you're not getting it. And, look, it is what it is.
Oh, no.
A lot of people
Doc got one. Doc got a Pro.
Well, Doc
Crap has a Pro, doesn't he? Or
Crap
is it
got
Slim?
it. Yeah, Crap has a Pro.
Let's not talk about that.
I begged him to return it, not because listen. It's
I said my friends. No.
Crap, I'll buy it off you for like $100 if you want to get rid of it.
Take it. Take the money.
Take the money.
Negative money to me. Negative $300.
Don't forget though, Clowns is also getting negative performance. So it is what it is. It is. It's negative performance. It is. It's an awful system. What are you getting in that system? Crap, you own one. You own it right now. I'm actually glad you have it. What do you have that I don't have in my vanilla?
I'm not fucking playing nothing because you know what? There's nothing on there. And the funny thing is like I'm not even bothering with it. If you look at, like I said, I bought the Batman Arkham collection today. That shit was on sale. I bought Wolfenstein. Yeah. That was $6 on the store today. You know what I mean? I bought the Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Season pass.
The season, it's $6.
Yeah.
You get you get all the 20th anniversary shit. You get all the DLC. Everything.
These deals you're talking about, Crap, are good till Monday, I believe, right?
Yeah. I some of them. Yeah, some of them might only be good tonight. I don't know because like the BioShock collection's on sale, but it's like I just don't have the money. I bought so much shit.
I looked at that BioShock collection. I was like,
yeah, I want that so bad.
I paid full price for it.
What are they selling it for?
It's $40.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good deal, guys. Listen, shout out to Doc Cupcake, who apparently he has the same deal as Southie gets. So these guys get some great deals. But that's a great, great game. If you don't have BioShock Collection, if you've played it and loved it, get it. If you don't, and you like wanting to know what BioShock's all about, buy it on Xbox One. It's absolutely gorgeous, by the way. But yeah, no, there's a lot of deals that are going on right now.
When it comes to the Pro, you asked what people are getting. This is what you're getting with the Pro. Besides a couple of titles that'll do 4K, like the indie titles and stuff like that.
Right.
What you're getting with the Pro is a higher native resolution, but it's upscaled to 4K. It doesn't get high enough to hit native 4K. This is what they kind of like bet the farm on here, which is absolutely asinine if you think about it, because when it comes to the native resolution, if everything is getting upscaled to 4K, it doesn't matter like the difference between the S or the Pro. You're still getting the upscaled 4K game on each one of those. It doesn't matter. So I have no idea what the hell Sony was thinking. It's like, well, we're going to have a little bit higher on the native resolution, but it's going to upscale to 4K. Who gives a shit about the native resolution when you're upscaling to 4K anyway? It doesn't make any sense, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're 100% right. I don't understand why anybody would actually put the money into a PS4 Pro right now when you're not getting anything. And it's funny, the media tried the first few days to actually promote it, but there's nothing. Zaire would say it. Zaire was one of the first people to say,
oh, yeah, he got the Pro, huh?
He got the Pro, and he was all about the graphical jump. But he didn't get it.
You know him. He wants the latest and greatest. That's what he's always arguing for.
Dude, man.
Yeah.
He's probably.
Hey, did you see Bam's tweet? He tweeted out a whole pallet full of PS4 Pros.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he's no chill spam now because that's funny.
It's going to turn into #PalletGate. That's what's going to happen, yo. Twitter's just going to be filled with pallet pictures.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, that $400 is a lot.
Like, you know what? People's tastes have changed. It's just not in their palate right now.
Oh,
well,
nice.
The interesting thing is like I was watching a review from people. Like I watched the Cinemasker channel, which is like the Angry Video Game Nerd, but he's also a couple other people do stuff on there, and they're talking about the PS4 Pro, and I was like, they'll probably really kiss its ass and stuff, and they talk about it, and they're like, there's literally, he's like, if you need this sheet of paper to tell you, oh, well, this particular game has, some extra lighting effects, then you got shit, basically. You know what I mean? It's like, if you need that, they're like, and here's the Xbox One S. We got this months ago, and it does HDR gaming and 4K Blu-rays, and Sony's touting the PS4 Pro as a 4K machine, and it doesn't even do 4K Blu-rays.
Well,
so,
this guy in the chat, Mel, really needs to listen to you on this because he's like the Pro is a 4K gaming machine. So pay attention, dude. My bad, crap.
It's not a 4K machine. You know what I mean? It's a upscale machine.
Yeah.
You know, that's all there is to it. Like, I'm not. That's not to be mean. I think that games look okay on there.
But it seems like the public hasn't fallen for it. Like, they're not falling for it.
Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing. This was always dangerous, and this is something that Microsoft has to watch out for as well. Some people are just gonna say, what's the point if the games have to be parity? Like, the multiplayer's all got to be parity. The game, it's hard. We've never really had anything like this, so this might be the only time we get something like this. It might not be. You know what I mean? Like they said in that video, they're like, why not just come out with a PS5 in a couple years and wow everybody? I'm almost the level of games we're getting now. I'm more than fine with my S. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have been disappointed if they said this is all we're getting till 2019. You know what I mean? Like, I would have been fine with the regular PS4. Everybody was like power, and we did it to ourselves. So I'm interested to see how it turns out. But I'm more happy with the games than anything right now. You know what I mean? Like, I like the games.
Right. Yeah. No, that's what we've been getting. That's what we've been getting on the Xbox side. I mean, people are talking new IPs and stuff like that. We have the Rise, the Sunset Overdrives, Recores. We've been getting games. Sequels to games that we already love, like Gears 4, Halo 5, Forza Horizon. We're getting games over here, guys. On Sony's side, it's a delay station.
Not just that, but even if you see the games that are coming out that they've projected over the course of E3 and what they're boasting in their commercials, even when these games come out, you're going to get them sporadically. They're going to come out, like, one's going to come out in spring. You're going to get one maybe in the fall. And that's maybe if they release in the same year. I mean, last year, crap, you said this. Last year's most aspiring game of 2016 was supposed to be Horizon, and now Horizon's coming out next year. Mm-hmm. I mean, it constantly keeps getting everything they do gets delayed. And shout out to JKB. JKB today said that just a guess he had, he was expecting to see The Last of Us 2, and maybe we would see it in 2018. And then Crap chimed in right away, and I got to agree with Crap. I don't think we're seeing The Last of Us 2 until PS5. I mean,
yeah,
they knew Uncharted,
right? They're not done with Uncharted.
They'll show it. Look, they'll show that shit, right?
But look,
Naughty Dog has 2 teams, so they've been working on Last of Us 2 for a while, probably by now. But so they'll want to talk about it. They'll be like, because they're out of big new things to wow people with, like, wow.
Here's the thing: if The Last of Us 2 is coming out at that point in time, like She-Wolf said about the PlayStation commercial, there would have been something in there with it because they're showing games that are supposedly coming out at that point in time anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I feel so bad for actual Sony fans who have been waiting for their kind of like Sony exclusives, because I swear it's got to be up over 90% of their exclusives have been delayed at least once. At least once.
They have trouble hitting their release date.
This is what you'd be seen with, right? Look, they're going to announce The Last of Us 2 probably next E3. They'll probably be saying, oh, it's going to come out 2018, right? But then it'll get hit with a delay, and it'll end up coming out 2019 sometime, probably early 2019. You know what I mean? So that's just what they do. Every game they've ever announced, AAA wise, has been delayed.
Not even AAA. Yo, crap. There's this game, Persona 5, that a lot of the ponies have been hitting.
Yeah, that still hasn't come out, right?
They're like, oh, it's coming out the end of 2015. Don't even worry about it. It's not even out yet. These guys are just falling.
Well, they make it like it's like people actually care about that game or whatever. They don't. Yeah. Here's the thing. I was like, and you just look at it, right? Like, I watched this other channel on YouTube called Watch Mojo. They do top 10 countdowns all the time. Yeah. They did top 10 Xbox One games. I mean, not exclusives, but there was quite a few exclusives in there. And then they did the top 10 PlayStation 4 ones, and literally like every game with the exception of 2 were just multi-plats, you know what I mean? So I mean that just goes to show you like where's the ones that they all hype up? Where's J-Stars or this weirdo Japanese game that they all talk about, or Kamasaki Dragon 18? Like these games are nowhere to be found, because when I say and when we say collectively PS4 has no games, it doesn't mean they don't have any games at all. It means that the AAA known exclusives are nowhere to be found. Like people don't buy a PlayStation console to play, Kamasaki Dragon. They buy it to play God of War, Gran Turismo, whatever the hell else they SOCOM.
On that note, you are exactly right. And Sony knows this as well, because you never see your Kamasaki Dragon 18 or whatever
Kamasaki.
in the commercials themselves to promote a PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? When was the last time you saw, like, when One Piece was coming out? Did you ever see a commercial that had One Piece in it for PlayStation?
Dude, I wouldn't even know what the hell One Piece was if it wasn't for shit.
I had to ask K-Mega. K-Mega bought it. He spent like $92 on it. And so you got to ask Mega about that game, dude.
Yeah, One Piece.
One Piece. Yeah, it's one piece of shit is what it is. But anyways, well, it is. I'm sorry, man. It is. It's just different strokes for different folks. Look, you tune into Mooch's channel, you know what you're getting over here. You know what I mean? Like we're not like trying to put the blinds over anybody. I think I maybe relate a little bit more to the general Xbox gamer. You know what I mean? That's why I fell in love with Xbox. I liked its features. I liked its online. I loved its controller. The Elite controller just makes it better.
I just got another one the other day.
Yeah, right.
I just stole my son's chat pad and I put it on my Elite controller, and now I have to get a chat pad. Like with clubs out right now, in order to get on like the activity feed.
See, I gotta say the two.
I have to do that through the Xbox app. I can't stand trying to like.
Yes.
Go click.
Yes.
Smart glass.
No,
I'm with She-Wolf. I'm with She-Wolf. I have a chat pad. I just can't use it. The fucking you have to have like a crack nail. You have to have a crack nail to fucking hit the goddamn letters. Anyone who cuts their nails and happens to be a clean human being can't fucking use the thing. Right.
Well, in my defense, it's not a crack nail. All right?
Not a crack nail. It's great.
I do have a nail. All right?
He said it's a coke nail. Get it straight.
Southie, so glad you joined us.
That must have
been you already know.
I love it. Saying? Well, listen, let's break it down though. Like let's talk about something else here real quick. I want to break into another subject that I put in the topics. Rise of the Tomb Raider, when it came out on Xbox One, was considered a failure. It was the worst thing to ever happen. It was the worst exclusive we've ever seen. And then we find out from Aaron Greenberg a month and a half, if not even 2 months after launch, it sold 1 million copies. Now we're at Rise of the Tomb Raider. Come home to PS4. Please come home.
Yeah, they're going to support it. They're going to support it, man.
125,000 copies sold. You look like a laughing stock, whoever that Europe Sony executive was.
That Rushinsky guy or
yeah.
whatever his name is.
When he goes, wait for a year when the real version comes out.
You know why the sales are so low, right?
Why?
Because all of them are secret Xbox players, and they all played it first day.
They already beat it, yo. They already beat it.
Well, no. You know what's funny? Well, this is the funny part, right? And I said this all along. What kind of self-respecting true gamer who's a fan of that series, which is an amazing series, by the way, that reboot is totally better than any
they breathe.
It's amazing. It's like, and look, I like it. It's on PlayStation as well. It's fine. A lot of people thought I'd be like, no, I'm not going to play it. I don't like it. I don't care. I played on Xbox. You know, everybody was like, it's going to come home to PlayStation. Welcome home, right? That's what we kept hearing. And now it's sold like shit. But guess what?
Welcome home.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Any self-respecting gamer that loves that franchise was going to play it on Xbox One, Xbox 360, or PC and not wait a fucking year. I'm not waiting a year to play a game. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous. And that's the best game that's on PlayStation this year. So it's really a shame.
It really is. Isn't it something? But I mean, this is the nonsense we've been talking about for over a year. Everyone makes fun of, everyone analytics all the Microsoft sales. Oh my God, Record didn't do good. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, that. Meanwhile, the order, shitty, right? Like, then there's, except for Bloodborne, nothing sold well. Bloodborne and Uncharted. Congratulations.
Mooch, why don't you just say... say what's going on here. My bad. Yo, they talk about over 40 million install base, right?
Right.
What with having 40 million? Let's just say they have 40 million PlayStation 4s out there. What game has sold well with a 40 million consumer base, 40 million install base? What exclusive? What game besides your Call of Duties and possibly
Battlefront.
But like when you talk about Uncharted sales, are they really good? If you're talking about 40 million consoles out there, think about that, man. Like, no, they're not. They're not. Yo, they're garbage. But anyway, I'm sorry, She-Wolf. Go ahead, yeah.
No, I was just going to. I kind of lost my thought now. What I was going to say.
My bad.
Welcome
No, I cut you off.
Podcasting, the wonderful world of podcasting. That's what happens to all of us.
I've been hearing it this whole generation, and as these ponies, as the stables, you know, they're out there, they're yelling out these numbers. Oh, we got 30-something million PlayStations. Oh, 40 million PlayStations. I was like, how come you guys aren't buying your fucking games then? You know what I'm saying? How is 2 million good at this point in time if you have over 40 million PS4s out there in the world? It's not. It's not good. Sorry, guys.
Well, you know what though, and I'm gonna be a negative Nelly here. We're not supporting our games as we should.
There was a couple. I'll definitely give you that. But
Recore for one should have sold a lot more. You know
what I'm saying?
Hey, but you know, I think there's a difference though. Nobody in the media was propping up Recore. Look at No Man's Sky, right? That was a fucking debacle, but the media propped that like it was the godliest thing ever.
Yeah, and a week later, everybody wants to sue him.
Yeah, exactly. So you had people like, oh, you got 5 minute load screens on Recore, guys, and it's technical mess. It's broken. You know what I mean? Like you had people doing that shit. Yeah, giving it a fucking 4 out of 10. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah, you know what? There was long load times, but honestly,
there was no 2-3 minutes like they were saying. I never ran into any of that.
Shall we actually name all the games that actually have long period of load times? Like there is
Destiny?
Several of them.
Yeah, Destiny.
Fuck Destiny. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Damn, bro. Wow. And just when I was getting my respect back for you.
Yo, people love Destiny. All right, no problem. But yeah, you're right. They experience long as hell load times, and they put up with that shit because they like the game. There's a lot of people that love Recore that were putting up with load times that didn't go anywhere near what Destiny was doing.
Well, can I just speak for all the people that like to have an actual alcoholic beverage while they play? I enjoy long load times because it allows me to refill my drink.
Get a drink or a snack.
Yes. I mean, listen, I got news for you. I'm a Destiny. Listen, you know what's funny about Destiny is I'm just starting to get the itch back to get back into Rise of Iron because it came out. I played it for a little while. I do this all the time with Destiny. When a new DLC comes out, that's usually when I step away from the game. Everyone's like, "Oh no, Mooch, you need to play hardcore. We're level 400. Where are you?" I'm like, "It doesn't matter."
Level 800 light level.
Right, it doesn't matter. You guys are level 400. You guys are level 130.
Exactly. No, Southie's right. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'll just do my little shit I gotta do, get my new scarf, and I'll meet you guys in April. Like, I don't need to rush to get to where you like. Everyone that has Destiny does the same thing. All you Destinyites that are out there that love shit like that, like, calm the fuck down. Like, play the game mediocre. They all get the game. They get the new DLC. They play it for 48 hours straight. They rank up immediately, and then they start complaining for 3 months that they're bored. It's like, well, don't play it for fucking 40. Go outside. Eat a sandwich. Call your mom. Call your wife. Talk to people.
Hey, that's why they're playing. They're trying to get away from their wives. Come on, dog. You know better than that.
Yeah, but for 48 hours, they're going to be around longer than that. I mean, like, look, what I'm saying is this. I like to spread it out. There's other games. One guy says to me, he's like, Mooch, you play too many games. You're playing Titanfall. You're playing Call of Duty. You're playing Recore. You're playing Gears. Then you play Destiny. How are you supposed to keep up with us? I don't know. I'm living. Like, I don't just eat chocolate ice cream. Like, I eat everything, dude. I try everything. I don't understand. Like, you don't have to like everything, but you should try some stuff. You don't have to try everything. These guys are playing Destiny for 8,000 hours. Take a day off. I mean, it just kills me because my whole group that I was playing with, they're all level 400, and they're already complaining that they're bored. And I'm like, no shit. You haven't stopped playing it since Rise of Iron came out. I don't know. That's my little, like, 2 bits on that. But, like, play Destiny, get into it, like, play it for a little while, then go play something else and come back to. No. They have to do everything. They have to do everything. Every day they get their dailies done. They got to do this. I don't know. That's my thing on that. That's the only thing I find annoying about. The most annoying thing about Destiny isn't Bungie. It's not the game. It's not the mechanics. Sometimes it's the community. Like, calm down. Take a day off. Like, go outside and eat something.
Breathe
like,
a little bit. Yo,
get a bottle of wine. Hang out. I don't know.
Have a Battlefield 1. Try to play that for a little while and see how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many great things in gaming to experience, and I feel bad for some of those guys that only play one game. And the reason you might go, well, Mooch, how can you say something like that? Well, if you go back 6, 7, 8 years ago, I was the guy you would call, and I think I spoke to Tim about this. I was the Madden, Call of Duty, maybe NHL. Like, I just played like what it was. I just fell into this category with people, and then I would dabble on Gears and I would dabble in Halo because I just like those games. But like, I was predominantly, COD, and I was Madden, and I was that guy for a while because that's just where my friends all played. And I was like, you know what, dude, I got to step out because that's not me. Like, it's fun. We had fun while we were at it, but like, I mean, crap. Let me ask you. You have your buddy Graves and all those guys. Do they only stick to 2 or 3 games a year?
Yep.
Yeah, they do, right?
Most people do.
That's what my friends do.
Mooch,
It's like Call of Duty. Right now, my one friend, he's like just on Overwatch all the damn time.
God bless him.
Yo, Mooch, we were talking off air, and I told you I have 6 games right now in rotation.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like that's what I'm playing. I'm playing that Murdered Soul Suspect. I just picked up Dishonored Definitive Edition today, Halo 5, NBA 2K, Overwatch, and Battlefield. Like, those are my 6 games that I have in rotation right now that I'm playing, like, bits and pieces throughout, each day. You know
what? It's just a hard time right now because there's so many goddamn games out.
And there's still more coming.
Yeah.
Hey, honestly, sometimes I sit there and I have so much to play. I get overwhelmed and I don't end up playing anything.
Yes, Southie, thank you. That's right, me and you, honest to God, New York, LA, connected by something. We're connected by feelings, man. I got to be honest with you. That's the same way I feel. There's nights where I'm like, do I play now, especially now with you throwing me that, again, gracious, thank you. I'm like, do I play Titanfall? I'm like, my God, I want to level up in Gears. Oh, no. I'm like, wait a second. I have 85 fucking years left of Witcher. I mean, like, where do I start? And like, sometimes I'm like, you know what I'll do? I'll just watch Zaire. He's hysterical. I'll watch YouTube. And
it's like, you know what? I'll just jump in somebody's party and just bullshit. You know
yes,
what I mean?
Yes. That's exactly it. And that happens to me more times than not.
I've been finding myself, like, I gravitated back to Madden for some reason. Like, with that game, I upped the difficulty on that. And I was like, when the hell did that game start allowing people, like, the computer, because I play, like, the franchise, to fucking block your kicks and punts and shit. Like, one day I'm like, I fucking come in and block my punt for a touchdown. I was like, Jesus Christ, block my kick for, you know what I mean? I was like, wow, like, they really upped the game. I'm enjoying it a lot. There's not like a ton of gamer score with that game, but it's like I've been enjoying going in there and fucking playing it. It's like they've really like upped what it does. But I'll play that, and then I'll hop on something that'll give me easy gamer score afterwards, so that it evens out.
You know what's been awesome? Oh, my bad, Shibu. Go ahead.
No, you jumped in there first.
Real quick, what's been awesome with, you guys know me with Halo 5. I play Halo 5 a lot, like, throughout the week and stuff like that. I actually got, like, a newer crew together, a couple different people, kind of like a newer spin on going into the multiplayer and stuff. And it's like a new game again, because now I'm playing with people that have different tendencies than ones I'm used to and stuff like that. And it just kind of rejuvenated absolutely everything. And I'm back into Halo 5 like hard. Yeah.
Did you say you're back into Halo 5?
Yeah, like when I got.
How did you
when
leave?
did you leave?
That's what I'm saying.
For maybe like when I first got NBA 2K17, I told you guys, like, that game becomes a black hole in my console because I love my career. Like I gotta make my player
and
Hall
in
of
that
Fame.
nap time, that's his time away from Halo.
Yeah, pretty much. But no, so I was building up my player, and that took up most of my time for maybe I don't know, week and a half, 2 weeks or so, and then like I got back into Halo, started playing Battlefield, and like I said, I got 6 games in rotation right now. It's crazy, dude.
No, well, speaking of Halo, let's talk about that for a minute. Me and Crap are talking about on Xbox
no.
Nation.
This is bad news. No,
it's not. No, well, not while you're on my show. It's not bad news. I don't think it's bad at all. Josh Holmes leaving 343. Listen, I understand that a lot of people are like, "Oh no!" I mean, he's a huge talent.
Wait, hold on, Moochie. Before you go on your
my rant,
your ideas real quick.
Yes.
Someone told me something, and it just stuck with me.
Go ahead, hit me.
Nobody is irreplaceable.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Absolutely. There's no human being that's not irreplaceable. Plus, let's be honest. Whenever you work for Microsoft, IBM, Cisco Systems, any big company, when you go to work for them, you sign a contract though. But your theories, your ideas all belong to Microsoft. So while Josh was there and he gave them a great product. Mm-hmm. His IP, his thoughts, everything he wrote down, his code, it stays with 343.
Yeah.
So if you like Halo 5 multiplayer, you're going to love Halo 6 multiplayer. I guarantee it.
Well, see what they did there. Well, first of all, you gotta realize it's not just Josh Holmes. There was a restructuring that happened at 343. My boy Bravo used to be a MLG player or whatever. He got a new position, and like they shuffled a bunch of stuff. At 343. All right.
And you know what? Hey, they got a good reception to the Halo 5 multiplayer. Mm-hmm. So they got a good recipe right now, and they're gonna stick with it.
Well, and what I think they did is I think they put Bravo like closer to helping develop that kind of competitive multiplayer for future Halos as well. And if you like kind of go back and you look at how they built like the Arena Slayer and all that stuff, it was all based off the backs of pro Halo players that were testing out the maps, letting them know what was right, what was wrong, what they needed to change, what power weapons should be there, and stuff like that.
They really did listen to the hardcore pro players and with them in mind, and it trickled down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The player said, "Well, this needs to change and this needs to change." They changed it. All right, that's what they did. They wanted to make sure they had the best like competitive Halo multiplayer out there, and they did exactly that. I think they have the infrastructure for 343 intact to move forward, and they are a very talented team all together. It doesn't rest on one person. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still confident that 343 is going to move and even build off of Halo 5 for Halo 6 and have it be that much better. So I'm still excited for the next Halo, man.
Well, I'm excited for the next Halo, and let me tell you right now, you don't need to worry about Josh not being there. He's a great talent. It looks like he left on great terms. Why the hell they want to well, wait. I'm going to retract my own words. The reason that all these big wigs are all going to Indy isn't because they can't wait to make the next Flappy Bird. It's because they literally are just excited about not conforming to rules.
Yeah.
It's the same reason that each of us get a coffee on the way to work and we play a scratch off, or the same reason you play the fucking lotto, is one day you hope that you can throw away your alarm clocks. Josh has made it to the point in his life where he's wealthy enough, he's established enough, he knows how quality he is. Now he's going to go make something that he loves to make with a small team of guys. He's going to get to work at 10, and he's going to leave at 3. Mm-hmm. He's going to go fucking start drinking at 6. He's going to have weekends are from Thursday to Sunday.
That too, though.
That's pretty much it. But no, I'm interested to hear what you say.
When we talked to the developer of Hue, when he was talking about how much he loved just being able to have something that he created with, being able to look back when he's older, or for his family to look back on and see what he achieved on his own, he said was just a great feeling all on its own. And the fact of just every idea he got to throw in there, he knew that they were his ideas. So even though like he was with 343, that's a huge place, and of course there's so many people working there, and it's not just his ideas that went into the things that were going on there, it's everyone else's as well. So it's never just his. But for someone to go to an indie, I think it's probably say something on his bucket list by chance, where he just wants to go in and create something of his own, and just to know that he did that and he achieved that was probably one major thing on his mind.
That's a great point, but my only contradiction to that, She-Wolf, is this. He's so established in the business that people know that he's so good at multiplayer that that's already his baby. So he already has this is what I'm really good at that no one can really touch. You're right. Now he can go and do that same talent with a new IP, but usually that fails.
It could, but at the same time may not. It's just when it's big companies like 343, if someone comes in who say ends up doing something better than him or whatever,
right,
then it's that person that's going to be more known. Like if you were to really say go through all of these big gaming companies and stuff like that, not saying us, like people who actually know who a lot of these guys are that work there,
right,
and someone says a name, they're gonna be like, who? What are you talking about? But when it comes to like indie games and stuff like that, it's usually the developer's name literally right there with the title of the game, so it stays with those people that have played that game. But again, that's just my kind of personal preference after talking to a couple of people.
She-Wolf makes a really good point. I just want to add to the top of that. Since when have we seen a gaming generation where indies have been more accepted? Not only by the consumer,
this has been the generation of the indies.
Exactly.
Like, it's been an indie explosion.
So how attractive is it to break off and make your own indie game, knowing that it could be embraced by the consumers? It's already going to be embraced by the systems themselves. You see what I'm saying? Like,
well, the thing is, right now, indies are the only ones that are pushing the lines. They're the only ones taking risks and chances.
They aren't the only ones taking risks. Come on.
Who else? Who else?
Tell me what indie is taking a risk. They're doing shit that was done 30 years ago. That's not risky. That's
okay. No, there's the other ones that are doing that, but there's still a lot of them that are taking a lot more risks than what a lot of AAA games are doing. That are sticking to
they're sticking to the same old formula. You know,
because they have to make the money.
Risk was through. Like
they have to. They have
nothing new.
Yeah,
this is the thing. You're seeing less risk with the AAAs because people aren't spending the money for something that's, you know what I mean, that's not going to be something they're going to like. People aren't willing. That's why Quantum Break failed.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, like I do the same thing a lot of other people do. Well, actually, I get more games than most people, but like the average person is like I try to talk people into Sunset Overdrive even when it's free.
Jesus,
people didn't want it because they don't know it.
To my craw.
Yeah, because they don't know it, right? Well, they're not willing to give it a chance. Like indie games, like we'll sit there and say, oh, well, it's a success because it sold 10,000, so it made a profit, but it's not selling millions. Like people aren't out there really flocking to it unless it's Minecraft, which isn't an indie.
Well, didn't Super Meat Boy sell over millions? I watched the documentary and they made.
But that was like in the 360 era. That was when Microsoft was only letting the best of the best.
Oh, bless you.
Bless you.
Whoa.
Bless you.
Wow.
Sorry.
That was amazing. Nice work, clowns.
That made my nose tickle.
By the way, Kleenex stock just went up 10%.
But what Crap said, like, if they sell 10,000, they make a profit and stuff like that. And like I said, with this generation, with it being so like I don't know, accessible for indie games, not only the consumer but the systems themselves, why not? Like, it is very attractive right now as a game developer to break off and make an indie title. You know what I'm saying?
Like, well, you see a lot of these talented, game developers, go into that indie, sector. I don't know what else to call it. They want to be their own boss. They don't want to, have that corporate hierarchy. You know what I mean? They want to do what they want to do. They want to make their, dream project, whatever, on their own time, their own budget. And, being that they're a quote unquote name, they'll get funding for it. You know what I mean? So
you know, some I think some developers talk about their quote unquote dream project, and I think other developers say it for advertising reasons, like, oh, now I get to make what I've always wanted and stuff. When in all actuality,
lazy fucks is what I see.
they just want to be their own boss, basically. I mean, in my opinion,
he can take all the experience he has from 343 and actually put that all into an indie game. Say, even if it's just like a multiplayer game, it could actually be pretty big and could actually be a really great game with the experience and the knowledge that he has. And if he does have all that money to back him, then he has a little more.
And you know, that's a good point, though, because a lot of indies have a difficult time with multiplayer. So, I mean,
let's face facts. The guy's coming out with a fucking 8-bit game that nobody's going to give a shit about.
When are we getting past 8-bit, by the way? I just want to know, because we've been this entire...
It's never going to go away. The next Halo, 8-bit.
Oh, yo, fuck you, man. No, it can't happen. But, like, seriously, I'm tired of... Yo, not for anything, but 8-bit is not new and edgy, all right? Like, 8-bit was classic Nintendo and stuff like that. Come on, guys, let's.
Well, no, I'm still a sucker for like that 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit. Like, I'm thinking about buying Cowboy.
Hey, you said yourself, you're a sucker.
Well, you'll be the sucker. I'll be in the DeLorean doing 88 miles per hour, going into the future. That's where
I mean, here's my thing. Look, Crap made a good point a second ago. I got to go back to it. We're not going to talk about it if I don't. Is that, you know, it was like, well, the indies are the only ones being creative and doing something different. I mean, and GKB is going to get triggered in She-Wolf's house right now. But like I like Hyper Light Drifter. That's just one of his favorite games of the year. But Hyper Light Drifter tapped into the old 1989 fucking world of like.
Oh, you know, I gotta say, man, we got a copy of Hyper Light Drifter.
I'm playing it too.
Inferno is in love with that game. He's recommending everybody to get it.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
But here's why you're wrong.
But here's why but here's why you're wrong. It's like me promoting Pac-Man. It's magically delicious. I mean, come on, who cares? We've done it a million times. Like, just because you haven't played it in a while and it refreshes your memory back to 1989, it doesn't mean that it's ingenuitive and it's great and it's something you need to run out and pay for. I don't know.
Okay, so then why is everyone going crazy over this NES Classic? They're all old games, and yet everybody wants it because it's...
Wait a minute.
Because they're sold out everywhere. When there's a perceived, demand...
Well, Southie,
it makes people want it.
Southie, you're talking about supply and demand, but let me answer the question a little bit differently. That's God, I'm trying to give a good understanding here. It's like if you had a movie. It's like if you had a movie that was made in the 80s, and all of a sudden they're like, we're just bringing it up so it doesn't look like the shit it looked like on VCR, and now it looks like it's something on a Blu-ray. Like, all Nintendo did was say, here's the same exact game, but we put it on HDMI so it doesn't look distorted on your TV. Like, exactly. You got to understand something. That's not the same thing. You can't use that as an analogy.
Yeah, how many people are going to use the mini Nintendo as their sole console?
I would. Okay.
No, how many?
Wait, Xbox. Before you go there, let me go one step further. If you play the Nintendo Mini, that's you just reliving greatness. You're reliving greatness. Hyper Light Drifter is mimicking the NES Mini. You see what I'm saying? Like, the NES Mini is just what we've played, adored, and loved, and why we're here today talking about Xbox and PlayStation, thanks to Nintendo. But like, at the same time, Hyper Light, and I hate to pick on Hyper Light Drifter, but that's the only thing. I mean, Super Meat Boy, pick anything you want. These are just games that are like come about because Nintendo made the games they did in the 80s. Like, it's not just nostalgia. Nostalgia is a bit of the NES Mini, but it's also a fact of like your game. I have a Nintendo Entertainment Center right here in my house. The original, not one I bought, not a knockoff, not one of the mom and pops. I grabbed one. It's mine from when I was a kid. I took care of it that much with almost 100 games, somewhere between 85 and 100 games in their black sleeve that it came in, the cartridges. And I still want the NES Mini. At some point, I'm not going to pay $60, and I'm certainly not playing some asshole $500 on eBay. I'll pay for it when it's
the $2,000 one when it first came out.
Oh, it's ridiculous!
No! I found one that actually sold for $88,888.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
All right,
Gold
I thought I
form?
was going to
Yeah,
shit
I'll-
myself for the 2001, but
Somebody
damn.
should slap that
Yeah,
person.
no. The funny part is, we actually have one.
Oh, you got
I
one?
know,
We
I
got
know
one,
you
yeah.
do.
Are you enjoying it? Like, what's the deal?
We played it. GKB played it. He reviewed it, and then we wrapped it back up, and now it's going under the tree for the kids. So
Aw.
It's a
That's
regift.
cold-blooded.
yeah,
Santa's regifting? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's cold-blooded.
he is.
No, it is all fair when it
Cold-blooded.
comes to reviews, all right? That is perfectly fine. That is still a brand new system.
See, thank you, Xbox.
No problem.
Hey, if I were your kid, I was like,
110%.
man, what the fuck? What? You had to test it out? What the fuck? Give me.
That's
Wait,
what I
what?
told Oh Snaps.
Actually-
The Gears 1S, I'm unboxing that shit. I told him,
Hey, if my dad did that shit to me, I'd fucking
You
give
think-
it back to him. Say,
you think
"Nah,
kids
go-
don't know
I'm
where the-
good."
You think kids don't know where the manufacturing tape was versus the parents' tape?
No, I was just about to say that because that's why I looked for him. My dad got
Yeah,
me
these
the
kids
kind
are
of
so-
stuff.
Yeah, me
my
too.
God.
So did I, clowns.
No.
I
What
was
did you
like,
do,
wait,
Garrett?
Dad, this looks peeled off a little, Dad.
Yep.
Wait. Hey, speaking of that, so let's change subjects real quick to Sea of Thieves. So Sea of Thieves has had its insider program, which I signed up for during my Xbox Nation podcast. Yes, I can multitask. So anyways,
You mean you could walk and chew gum at the same time?
actually, I'm podcasting and drinking wine at the same time. So where's Jez when you need him?
Goddamn.
Yeah, I'm doing what I can, you know.
I love you guys.
I love you guys. Jez will be joining us next week. He just said with Black Friday, he was like shopping like crazy. Apparently, UK does what we do.
Yeah, UK does. They're
They had their
Black Friday,
big
too.
sales too. He goes,
Yeah.
dude. He goes, you know me. He goes, I'm a night owl, but he's like, I gotta go to sleep. I haven't slept. I went right to the store.
I guess Canada is just the odd one because they do their Black Friday the day after Christmas.
What?
That is definitely. That's why we love you,
And
Canadian.
they call
Oh,
it
Canada.
Boxing Day.
Crap. There goes crap. He's gonna start.
Yeah, it's called Boxing Day.
If you
Boxing
keep
Day?
saying these, she will. If you keep saying this, he'll go from that's so Cleveland to that's so Canada.
I know.
Yeah, that's so
I know. Why
Canada.
not? He already picks on me for everything. So it's okay.
It's so good. Anyways, so listen, guys, Sea of Thieves coming out next year sometime. We know that probably February, March, April, we're going to be in some kind of a beta. I signed up for it. I'm sure you guys did too. That's not the question at hand. The question is, are you guys as concerned as I am? I want to see quests. I don't want the beta to be me, She-Wolf, Crap, Southie fucking building a ship and taking on Jeremy, Rand, and fucking, Zaire. I want quests. I want things to do.
Zaire. Come on, man. That'd be.
Well, I want to do something besides build a ship and see my fucking pirate get drunk and jump off the ship.
The only way Zaire is playing that game is if you can build a basketball court on the front deck and import NBA 2K players.
H2K Pirates of the Caribbean. Here we go.
Good old Z.
and then it comes with a couple of oxys.
Oh. Good old Southie. Yo, I'll be honest with you. This is what it is. I mean, where are you guys on that? That's my concern. What's your concern?
Mooch, have you talked to Craig Duncan at all? Because like in DMs and stuff like that, he'll tell you the deal with that. Yo, this demo that came out was to get people used to the fact that they have to they have to manage the ship together. You can have fun, you could party, you could drink, play music, but in the end, you have to manage the ship together. All right, that's why.
The game, right, South?
That's why they did the demo at first.
No, you played the game, right?
Yeah, I played it.
Dude, he was getting teabagged by a skull dude or a
I know,
dude. Fucking
yeah, remember? Yeah, I was getting T-boned.
How sick is the multiplayer? I mean, that shit. Everybody that's played it says they loved it.
I loved it, dude. Like that. That's. I mean, I don't know what else is coming out next year, but that's near the top, if not the top game. I'm looking forward to next year.
See, the funny thing was, I was watching it on YouTube. Me and Hellhammer were watching it, and Hellhammer was on his fucking phone going to the insider program before the thing was even over to sign up. He's like, "Well, that's my most anticipated game of next year," and I was like, "Oh, okay." Well,
I just don't want it to turn out
funny.
to be another Fable Legends, though. That's my only worry.
No. They're way too far into production in it, and they got too much backing. They're hoping is going to be a staple for them.
But I know what Mooch is saying. Like he said with that demo, like are you concerned that when they come out with the next like beta test or anything, they have to put more in it? And yo, Mooch, you are 110% correct. There's a lot of stuff that they have on paper. Like they have mermaids that, you know, like when you sink your ship, there's like these factions of mermaids that go for the treasure that's in your ship, and you have to fight them off, you know, as well as the other pirates like that.
Xbox, you're not selling me with that.
Hold on. There's ghost ships. There's hidden treasure throughout the maps and stuff like that. And I have a feeling that they're gonna update that as you go as well. So there is a lot of stuff in there.
You know what?
The fact that you're going against
the purpose of these alphas and betas and everything else is to shape the game. They want to see how everybody plays it, and that's how they're going to develop it.
See, yo, guess what? Southbound, Clowns is not feeling the whole mermaid things because he hasn't even seen.
Well, because Clowns is gay.
Of the mermaids.
You know what I mean? I like mermaids.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Is this a guy thing?
I don't know. I guess South is trying to say he's got feelings here. Where going?
Yeah, for mermaids.
I'm guessing he was a Little Mermaid fan.
But I've been
hell yeah, Ariel all the way.
I've been following like the information that's been kind of like coming out for Sea of Thieves and stuff like that. I actually saw kind of like the draw-ups for the different characters. You know, the ghost ship, the skeleton kind of like pirates and stuff like that. Yeah, the mer people, because they are men and women, and they are savage in this game from what I'm hearing.
Question?
Yo,
is it gonna be like blood and guts, like when you kill things, or is it gonna be like
you're not gonna get blood and guts from Rare? You're not gonna get blood and guts, but
no, they're too
kind of like that cartoony evil type thing. You know what I'm saying?
So is it kind of more of like a Harry Potter kind of mermaid than
I would say this game's going to be like a T-rated type deal.
Right.
I think she will hit it almost on the head.
Look, like a lot of people are like, oh man, like Rare, they do kitty stuff just because the way it looks, but like that would be misrepresentation. Look at Fable. That looked kitty as shit, but you could fuck people on that and get diseases. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be real.
I
Like,
had a couple of things in Fable. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Hey, exactly. Look. They used to fucking track your STDs on that game. Like, how many you've got? Right? Like, you're like the fucking people could come and like take your kids.
Yeah.
And you take care of them and shit. Like with Rare, look, they did Conquer. They're the ones that fucking had the giant floating giant Mr. Pooh, fucking Mighty Pooh.
Yeah.
Right? They're the ones that fucking, if you ever play Diva Pinata, your pinatas fuck. They do a mini game and they fuck and they reproduce. I mean, that's what they do.
Hey, Brits have a funny fucking sense of humor, dude. That's one thing I gotta.
You guys bring up Fable. What about the whole Peter Monolith thing? Are you guys in favor of him taking over and taking back the ship that he began? I think Phil might be up for that, and I'm completely.
I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool. It's cool that he said it. I don't hold my breath with that shit, though.
No, I don't think it's gonna happen. But I mean,
we're talking about Peter here, and if he does take over that, then he'll be like, "Oh, you could do this in the game, and this in the game, and this in the game, and this in the game," and you don't know exactly if you can or not. That's
like what he would have to do is he wants to get the original team back, which is like 12 people or something. It's not a very big team. I could see them outsourcing whatever there's plans for this, because it would be a megaton at E3. Like, everybody thinks it's dead, but there's a reason why Microsoft didn't sell the franchise when people offered.
Right. That's why when he made that comment, I was like, well, I mean, maybe.
What did he say exactly? I missed this.
He said that he would be willing to come back if he could bring his team with him to take over Fable 4 and bring it back to its roots. Ultimately, I'm totally paraphrasing.
Right. Basically, that's what he said.
See, I mean, I'm not sure. Like,
Crap, do you know more on that or no?
What's that?
Do you know more on that, on the Peter Monolith stuff?
No, he just did an interview and he said that he would be interested in doing it, but I don't really hold my breath on that. You know what I mean? Like,
no, absolutely not. But I mean, I'll be honest with you. I can't believe I'm saying this. Since Fable 1 and 2 were looked at so highly, wouldn't it be great to have him back?
Yeah, I think so.
He's been gone long enough. Maybe his batteries are recharged, because he hasn't done shit. Let's be honest, since he left. You know what I mean? So
he did a touch your iPhone game for 5 million touches to win. I mean, I've never done game development, but I would have been like, if somebody asked me and I was in half of a coma, I would have been like, make a game where you keep touching the screen until somebody passes out, and at 5 million somebody wins. Okay, Mooch, I'm on it. Thanks, head developer.
Now,
Let's do this. I mean,
with a Fable 4, like I'm one of the few people that thought like time went too fast. I was happier in the earlier Fables when it was magic and swords. When they started really introducing guns and stuff like that, it kind of, to me, it watered down the game a little bit more. So I would hope for more of a reboot or kind of going back in time type deal when it comes to Fable, the next Fable that comes out. I'm not sure if I want to go Fable 4, like from where the end of Fable 3 happened. I was more happy with like the swords and magic aspect of it in the earlier Fables. I don't know if any of you guys agree with me or not on that, but I like those earlier ones better because of that fact. There was less like on the guns and stuff like that.
I really never got into the Fables.
Now, hypothetically, were to come back, would you guys want to see a smaller game, or would you like to see a big, huge open world, like grand? You know,
I want
Like,
Fable.
it's gotta
I
be
want
like
Fable.
Fable.
I want Fable 4 to be as big as Final Fantasy.
Nice.
That's what I want. And speaking of that, I'll be honest with you, and I'm going to get a lot of fucking stones thrown at my house. But I am excited. Listen, I told
What else
everybody.
new?
I'm right. Thank you. Exactly, Southie. I'm buying Final Fantasy 15, and I'm actually looking forward to it.
Oh,
And
that game looks
people are
ridiculous.
like, Mooch, a JRPG?
Mhm.
Somebody fucking give this guy some Tylenol. Quick. I mean, I to be honest with you, here's the thing, though.
You've been talking to Wolf lately, or what?
I mentioned, all I did was put that out there, and Iron Wolf is a huge fan of mine since then.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this much. I mean it with all my heart. Me and my brother were actually talking about it the other day at Thanksgiving yesterday. We played Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 to death. To death. We played that till the cartridge sweat. I mean, that was one of our favorite games. And I know that Final Fantasy 7 is everybody's baby.
Mhm.
I never played it, so I can't speak. And then Final Fantasy 13 came out, and it was like, Everybody goes, hey, when you get to the 20 or 25th hour, it really picks up. No, it was too late. Nobody gave a shit about that. And I think that maybe, just maybe, that they got something right. Is anybody else on the panel getting Final Fantasy but me, or I'm the only one?
I'm not.
I looked at it and it does look good, so I'm kind of interested.
I want it, but I got to pass through the certification.
That's gonna be here's
snaps.
I
Yeah.
want to get it because it kind of has game mechanics like Kingdom Hearts, so I'm actually kind of interested in trying it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's my whole thing. Like, everyone's got this long game they're working on. And yes, there's always Witcher 3, guys. There's always Witcher 3. But I'm taking a break from that. And to be honest with you, all the games I'm playing are all short, like sporadic. Hey, let's play Gears for a little while. Okay. I mean, I beat Gears, so now it's just multiplayer. Or let's play multiplayer COD. Or soon, when after Christmas, everybody's going to have Titanfall 2 because it's like pretty soon they're giving it away. So everyone's gonna Titanfall. So we're gonna be playing all these other games from everyone's gonna be playing these games.
I'm sorry. Did you see Jamie Moran's GIF on you buying Final Fantasy 15?
What did he say?
It's got the dude from Jurassic Park pulling off his sunglasses.
Another pair. Yo, that is absolutely Jamie. A lot of people. Jamie Moran. I want Jamie Moran to know this. A lot of people say to me, Mooch, why don't you have Jamie Moran on CrossFire? And I'm like, I don't want to because I absolutely love how he follows the show and puts GIFs or memes out.
He live tweets the show.
He live tweets the show, and if he was on the show,
second screen, man,
like it's so fantastic. So yeah, no, I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. Maybe you guys would consider me a closet one since you guys have all been tuning into me. I don't like other JRPGs. I don't like Attack on Titans. I don't like all this other goofy shit. I think Final Fantasy has and yes, nostalgia is a hell of a drug. It's terrible crap. It's awful. And I never played it. I just saw it on Let's Plays, and I was like, this is god awful. I think I watched your review crap. Did you do a review?
I haven't reviewed it. I just
great.
Talked about
you didn't? You talked about it? Somebody did a review on it and killed it.
To do that, right? As much as people think that I don't do a little bit of research on games before I review it, you got to put some kind of time in there. Like this game literally just sucks. You start playing it, people yell at you in Japanese, and you're like, what the hell's going on? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's not my thing.
No, there's a couple people who are like, Mooch turned. I'm like, no, I totally didn't turn, dude. I've always been a fan of that that series, but unfortunately, my God, from 3 till like Tuesday has been a mess. I guess 7 was good, but I didn't play it. But they've been a mess. So this is what happens with everything that's great. You know what I mean? It happened to Power Rangers, for God's sakes. Everyone loved Power Rangers. That's a mess.
I loved Power Rangers back in the day.
Well, back in the day, crap. But you're also younger than
Green
me.
Ranger for the win, man.
Hey, low key. I was a Power Ranger fan. Low key.
I think
I missed that.
Been a Power Ranger fan at one
My
point
brother
in
was
time.
so big into Power Rangers, I was forced to watch it, but I was just way too much older. Well, not way too much, but I was only 3 years older than him. But yeah, Power Rangers just missed my wheelhouse. But they made so many things with it that now there's there's a fucking obtuse fucking Ranger. There's a fuchsia. There's a fuchsia Ranger. There's all kinds of fucking. The rainbow hasn't invented the colors that they have.
The
Rangers. Yeah. The Platinum Ranger. It's like, holy shit. Let's take it easy and stick to the groups. But anyways, yeah, no, I thought that was. I'm pretty excited for Final Fantasy. I'm glad Clowns is. I'm shocked that Southie's not getting in on that ground level.
Me, I'm never been a JRPG fan.
Never?
Nope. RPGs, JRPGs, will you name it? Just not my flavor.
So you're also not a Witcher fan?
No.
All right, that's fair enough. I can't.
No.
How can I argue with you?
I got to the Griffin and I got.
That's right. That's right.
I got mopped.
You're like the Griffin, and I was done.
Wasn't the Griffin the very first boss?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was like a half boss. Yeah.
It was like
Yep. I got to the Griffin, and that was it. I was done dollar.
No, I'm pretty excited. I gotta say, I'm pretty excited. I hope Final Fantasy 15 doesn't let me down. I hope it doesn't come out Tuesday that we see all 6.5s and 5.5s across the board. Hey, do you guys know if the Xbox One version is getting 1080p 30, or are we fucking 600p 10?
600p 10.
You know what I mean? I wonder. Did anybody hear anything? Any leaks?
Yeah, it's not going to be no 1080p.
It's our marketing rights. You don't think we have anything? We're not going to get shit.
I totally didn't even hear what you were saying.
There's no 1080p or anything on that. It's going to be like 720 or
on what?
On Final Fantasy.
Oh,
you think so, crap?
Yeah, dude. The fucking beta was like 784 or some shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What was the PlayStation?
I have no idea.
Like 900 or something.
Oh, god damn it. Here we go again. Anyway, so wait, She-Wolf, you and GKB are also not JRPG fans?
I am. GKB kind of plays everything, so I would say like he'll probably give it a try. I definitely want to get it because, like I said, it's got the game mechanics, at least the style of the game mechanics of Kingdom Hearts. So, and that used to be one of my all-time favorite games playing. So I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I'm sure GKB is going to try it.
Jamie Moran writes, triggered. South doesn't like The Witcher. So anyways, it's so great.
Okay, here. I looked it up.
South don't like The Witcher. It's South is not good enough to play The Witcher.
On the PS4, it's dynamic resolution between 900 and 1080p, 30 frames per second. On Xbox One, it's 765p to 900p. Dynamic resolution, 30 frames.
Now, would everybody? Let me see what the chat says. Would everybody be objected if I bought the? I have a PS4 and I don't do anything on it. It literally sits there. My kids are actually like, "Dad, what is that thing?" And I'm like, "It's a white box, kids. It's a white box that we put our sneakers on." I don't know what to do with it. Am I anti? Am I a bad person if I buy it for? Is this Japanese anyways? Should I buy it for the PS4? What do you guys think? What's my take?
Hell no.
Wow. Coming from Crap who did 3 Ratchet and Clanks videos.
Buy it if you can stand using that controller.
Well, the controller will give me carpal tunnel.
Here's the thing, right? You're going to get on there, and then you're going to realize how lonely it is, because at least when you're on Xbox playing a single-player game, your friends pop on, and it's like that alive feeling.
Well, okay, wait. Now, crap. That's usually my MO, but let me say this much. Here's why I might think about it. If I get it for PS4, the game is meant to be lonely.
Yep.
Okay, the game was meant to be lonely. Maybe I should buy it and hang out lonely. Because if I buy here, I want the audience to hear this. If I buy, Final Fantasy 15 for Xbox, I'll get about 15 minutes into it and never touch it again. Because the minute I'm on it, someone's going to be like, yo, Mooch! Mooch!
Gears!
We're playing Gears, bro! Let's go!
Bam, you want to hear my soundbar?
Oh, yeah. Bam will be like this. Mooch! I'm not even playing a game, but I'm playing Wham! I'm playing Wham from back in the day on my soundbar. So, like, you like that, Southie. So, yeah.
Hey, Bam. Hey, he'll kill your fucking eardrums with dude. Hey, that's what I said earlier. He's the sound bar killer.
Oh, are you kidding me? You know what's great about Bam, and Bam's going to love this. Bam will be playing a game with us, and he'll be like, yo, dude, I just fucking mashed you in that game. I just mashed you. And I'm like, I can't hear you, Bam. I can't hear you. He'll be like, what do you mean? You want me to turn my volume up? I'm like, no, it sounds like there's an entire fucking cinema and orchestra behind you. Oh, that's my sound bar. I'm like, oh, do you have the, like, simple headset on? No, dude, I got turbo headsets on. I can hear you crystal. I'm like, why can I hear the shit attached to your wall while we're playing this? He's like, oh, let me turn that down. And then he goes, let me turn it down. And he goes from 99 decibels to 98 decibels. And he's like, is that better? I'm like, nope. Still can hear the whole fucking orchestra.
And the fucking thing is, you're yelling over his fucking sound bar. And the wife's looking at
Southie,
you like, why the fuck are you yelling?
I feel like I'm in Total Recall because when a sound bar is going off like that, I can hear fucking 8 seconds before I just lived. So I'm hearing the delay of myself and the sound. I feel like I'm reliving it. It's killing my multiplayer. So
man, I hope Inferno got a sound bar this Black Friday.
Shout out to Matthew Henderson in the chat. Matthew's Bam's nephew. Matthew knows exactly what I'm talking about. Matthew's like, yo, Mooch, I hear you. I'm family. So, so shout out to Matt. But yeah, so I was thinking, I actually said to my family, I said, family, we need to have we got to have a discussion here. And they're like, my kids are looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, I was thinking about buying Final Fantasy 15 for PlayStation 4 because that way I can actually play the game and be completely uninterrupted because there's nobody on that console. And even Crap, who's one of my friends on PS4, goes offline when he's on PS4. So even my friends are offline. There's no way I could find anybody to disrupt me. Anyways, it was just an idea I wanted to get. Shout out to Jay Doe in the chat, who says to me, Mooch, you go buy it on PS4. There's no ill will. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. We'll see what happens. I haven't made a decision yet.
If you want your investment in that machine, I
haven't played it since Uncharted. Spot.
At some point in time, man, you're gonna have to, I guess, shell out another $60 to play a game for how long?
Fuck that. I gotta try and mooch this shit for $30 somehow.
Oh, okay. All right.
Come on. Even if I. You know what I mean? Even if I got to look up a couple of Japanese words and get that thing cheaper on fucking some way. You know what I mean? I can count to 10 in Japanese. That's about all I can do. Johnny Word says, sell your PS4. Crap has probably been looking at the clock. We're just approaching 2 hours. I want to say thank you to everybody tonight. It's been a hell of a show. Our outtakes take about 30 minutes, so I thought that maybe we could go through them real quick. Let me start with the man, the myth, the legend, Crap Gamer. Where can we find you? And we we have a huge thing to give away this weekend.
Yeah, you can find me on Crap Gamer Reviews. I had a video drop at 8.
Sabotage.
Yeah, I know. Welcome in all the millions of new Xbox One owners to the best community, the best console, the best games, the best controller.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
well said.
Yeah. So I did that where it's a very good community. So welcome. And this Sunday on MNC Mornings, the amazing yet poorly rated MNC Mornings is giving away.
Crap, by the way, Crap, before you say that, you've mentioned that twice now, poorly rated. You're insulting the people on the staff. We're getting 4,000 to 5,000 views, which people would kill for, and you're disgracing it. But go ahead.
No. Hold on. This is what I'll say. That show, everybody loves it. It reminds me of like Firefly, right? It was a good show on Fox years ago. Yes. People really loved that show, and then they canceled it because it was so lowly rated. But everybody loved, like, I get more feedback on that show. Than anything else. So MNC Mornings is like a cult classic. I just wish more people would come in and watch it. You could just like slowly.
It's too goddamn early.
But you can watch it at any time.
Yeah, for you, 11 o'clock for you, 8 o'clock for me. Shit.
East Coast is the best coast.
Yeah,
That's right. Thank you, clowns.
So anyway, we're giving away Battlefield 1 on Xbox
Hey, clowns,
One.
I can't hear you. Get out of the bathroom.
That's great.
So we're giving away Battlefield 1.
Oh,
on Xbox One. Download code this Sunday. You just have to call in Skype MC Space Mornings and say, hey, I want to win, and ask a question or whatever. It'll just be like, I want to win, bitch, and then hang up.
oh, damn. That's why mine didn't get played. I got you.
Add some content or whatever. We're also going to be giving away Dishonored Definitive Edition as well. So, yeah, I mean, we got lots. And then the following week, we're giving away a year of Xbox Live. So, I mean, we got all this cool stuff pumping, and you just need people to tune in and watch. We're begging yous. We're begging yous. Please.
Yeah, we're begging you.
Yeah. Watch the show. It's great.
No,
Yeah,
to be honest with you,
it's
MC
literally
Mornings is a ton
The
of fun,
most
bro.
innovative show on YouTube. Like, to have the call-ins, have it early in the morning where like you can have your coffee and all that stuff. Have the show powered by the people that are watching and the people that are calling in. I mean, it's something that you don't see on YouTube, and if you haven't checked it out, you
I'm
definitely owe it
surprised
to
people
yourself.
haven't bitched
check it
at
out,
this idea and did their own.
The reason being is, though, South, is most people don't want to get up and do it in the morning. Anybody who has a morning business, ask anybody. Walk into your local bakery tomorrow and be like, hey, how come nobody's ever opened up to rival you next door? Because nobody wants to make muffins at 3:30 a.m. That's why nobody's rivaled me. Most people that do podcasting, like even people that do podcasts, sometimes cancel podcasts because they have fucking a sneeze or a cough. So a lot of people don't want to do that. So my point being is we really enjoy it. We think the audience is the star of the show. It's not me and crap. We do these giveaways are predominantly given to us. These are not us buying them and giving them away. This is people who care in the community that are giving away these codes. And not just that, but crap, we also have another code that we'll give away the week after for, I believe it's Dishonored, the definitive edition.
I had already mentioned that. We could give that away as a pony call-in or whatever.
Yeah. We do a pony call-in. We have that would be 2 full games we're giving away this week. It's a great, listen, I got news for you. Crap likes like 10,000 views, 20,000 views. Myself personally, 4,000 or 5,000, I think it'll catch on. I think people need to get up in the morning and realize we're there. And it's not just a morning show. Like, you should tune in anytime, catch it after, even if it's not live. Live is great just because of the instant reactions. But,
it's on iTunes as well.
Yep, we're on iTunes now. So MNC Space Mornings. Check us out on iTunes. But yeah, let's go to my
handling business.
Oh God, J Dubs is having it all. Plus he's in like Flint with fucking Major Nelson. Southbound and Down. Where can we find you, bro? Because people need to know more about you.
Monday nights, TXR.
Yes, sir.
The home, the best podcast on Monday night.
There it is. There it is.
Damn podcast. Monday nights.
No, Rand has to put that period on it. You know what I mean? Exclamation point. Like, it's the best goddamn podcast on Monday night. Period. Yeah. You know what? I've kind of shied away from, tweeting a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of like a voyeur right now, just, peeping the scene from afar.
You're a creeper.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? But you can hit me up at Southbound 110. You know what I mean? You hit me up, I'll hit you right back.
That's my boy South. Yo, South, it wouldn't be the same without you, bro. I'm so glad you're here. You bring a whole new level to the show that I appreciate. But for real.
Thank you, brother.
Absolutely. My boy Clowns, 4 guys with quarters. I'm looking forward to your next $100 giveaway, which I will be sabotaging the shit out of. What's up, buddy? Where can we find you?
4 guys with quarters. Just search for us, man. It's just the number 4 guys with quarters every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And we got more and more devs that are wanting to be on the show, both on the Sony side and the Microsoft side.
You're very cool, man. I don't miss it,
Clowns, what's the deal with Assassin being funny as hell on Twitter, but like he doesn't loosen up as much on
that mic, yo.
Yeah. He's like, this is what he says on Twitter earlier today. He goes, so my aunt got my cousin an Xbox One S. Knowing my family, I'll get a bunch of used spoons. You know what I
mean? Listen to the beginning and the last part of the last show, and you'll hear Assassin talk about the book they gave him. on how to move out of the house on your own. And there's another, and then he goes on to talk about how he got a toaster for last Christmas, and this year they told him they're getting him socks and silverware. So we told him it's on, then he's probably gonna have to move out eventually.
That's great. We love Assassin. You don't understand. Like, we absolutely love him. He's hysterical. He's a great Twitter presence, dude. He's absolutely hysterical.
He makes Twitter great again.
Oh, hold on. Here's one that he did yesterday, right? He's like, turkey, check. Mashed potatoes, check. Green bean casserole, check. Pies, check. Family that seems to treat me like dirt, check. A corner in the house so no one notices me, check. I was just like, come on. Really, dude. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, Assassin's great, bro. Love Assassin. Shout out to him, bro. Hope that's the joke. Hope you liked it. Xbox 448, who has a show coming up this weekend. What's up, bro? Where can we find you?
Yeah, every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern. I like to say Eastern. I had a couple special guests that have come on in the past that they didn't realize it was Eastern, and they're in the middle of the country. Ended up coming to the show late and stuff like that. But yeah, next podcast, 6 p.m. Eastern. Got a real good show lined up for tomorrow. We're going to be talking about a lot of the sales business, Final Fantasy. There's just so much to talk about, it's absolutely insane. So definitely check it out. And as usual, I'm trying to pump out as many videos as I can per week. I know I'll never reach crap gamer status, but I got to be doing a good job if he subscribes, man. So yeah,
it's huge.
Check it out.
It's huge to get the crap. Trust me, it really is. No, I mean it. Dude, crap is big.
I said now all we got to do is get him one of those Xbox certified, graphic god T-shirts, and we'll be all set, man. Like that's.
Oh, you know what? Just real quick, Xbot, I wanted to mention that we've got a good intro coming from a megastar this Sunday. So you guys should want to tune in to hear what star we got doing an intro for us.
Absolutely, one of the best in the business.
Do I already know?
You know of the individual.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, nice, man.
Should be a lot of fun. And actually, speaking of that, She-Wolf, where can we find you guys in? Let me tell you something. I know it may be a little too early to advertise it, but you should advertise the gaming awards you guys are doing, because I think you have a great setup and a great lineup.
Yeah, of course, you can find me on Gamers Knows Best YouTube channel, where we do the Console Corner. And December 27th, we're actually going to be doing the very first Console Corner Gaming Awards. Right now, we have a poll going on Twitter where you can actually vote for the games that you want to actually see win this Game of the Year, Xbox Game of the Year, PlayStation Game of the Year. We didn't leave out any console at all. Everyone has their own category. And we actually took each individual category and actually went to Google and found the ones that were actually in those categories themselves that actually had, like, whether it was an RPG game, it had to have RPG in the description of the game to be nominated for this category. So all of it is actually done fairly, and it's all voted for gamers, from gamers. And there's also ones for the community. Those you can nominate who you would like to see. We will be picking the top, I believe it's 3 or 4. And then December 6th, we'll actually announce who is the 4 nominees for the community ones, and you'll be able to vote for them, and they'll be announced on the award show, where they'll actually be able to come on and say, thank you or whatever, if they choose to, of course. And so, yeah, we just want to have, we actually have a whole new setup that's going to be going on as well with the show, so that you'll actually probably see us in tuxes and dresses and all that kind of stuff. So
nice. I want to see GKB in a dress for sure.
Oh,
Brutal might though. Brutal may.
That may happen.
Brutal might pull one out of the closet.
A beard and a dress. Listen, all the Mooch Maniacs, go out there and check it out. And by all means, please put Mooch in for the write-in for whatever YouTuber you happen to love. So we can actually get on there. It'd be nice to get Mooch for a win and not just a negative comment here and there. So it'd be really, really cool to see. I know Crap's going to be promoting that on his channel. But yeah, e-begging. E-begging. But thank you, everybody. This has been great. I can't wait to see everybody on MNC Mornings. Tune in next, what is it, tomorrow?
We'll see all four of you guys on Sunday.
Are we having,
oh, God, stop it, crap.
Are we having a community game night tomorrow night or tonight?
I think
or
we are. I don't know. What's happening?
It would, tomorrow's Saturday, right? Yeah, we're Friday. Okay, so chances are we. I was thinking today. I'm so lost with the times because like the kids with school and everything. I get so lost. As far as I know, we're going to try. Chances are it's probably just going to be either like Battlefield 1 or Call of Duty or something simple because I'm sure a lot of people are still kind of spending time with family and everything. So we don't really think there will be a huge turnout. But for anyone who kind of wants to come
I think
hang
you'll be
out,
surprised, you will.
Yeah.
Well, we shall see. I should be posting something tomorrow morning to let everyone know exactly what's going on. So.
Well, everybody write She-Wolf and say COD
because... You going to be on tonight or what?
Yeah, I'm going to be on tonight. Absolutely. Anybody wants to get on tonight, let me know.
I'll be on.
Yeah, let's hit something. Let She-Wolf know that we're not playing Battlefield 1 because none of us own it. Anyway,
I own it.
Right? I'm sorry.
I am boots in a tank in Battlefield 1.
These are the guys... Everyone that's saying they own it love getting run over by a tank or getting shelled by a fucking crop duster.
I flipped the tanks upside down.
Hey, Mooch, you should call in and leave a voicemail for MNC Mornings. Maybe you can
I might just do that. I'll make a new character up. Hey, everybody, tune into MNC Mornings because Crap's not satisfied with 5,000 views a week. He wants 10,000.
I just like, I don't know. Like, that's so odd to me that we went from so many to so few. You know what I mean?
It's a morning thing. It's tough. It's tough to get in the mornings. People don't wake up.
Wake your asses up, Jesus!
Stop with the excuses. It is uncalled for, and we cannot have that. All right.
You know what we need?
Hey, you don't have to watch it live. You can watch it later.
You know, I need like a good like MSC mug so I can drink my coffee and then
That's
I'll get
a good point. Check out the MNC mugs. There's a lot of shit out there. It's a lot of great things, guys. We're gonna be there live 11 a.m. I think this week's on my channel, right, Crap?
Yeah, it's on your channel.
My channel this week, guys, 11 a.m. Check us out. We've got Xbots channel next, playing tomorrow at 6 p.m. Guys, keep in tune. We love you. Thanks for joining. Crossfire Podcast will be here next week. Good night, everybody. Enjoy your Friday night.